Hello, you two. We're back. On your line. Last Defense Academy. Let us continue. A day late because I got back from CEO and then Monday I got no fucking sleep. So I decided, fuck that. Let me go to sleep at a reasonable time. So I did. And now we're here. So, what day are we on? 82. We're almost done. Still trying to figure out where the killer is. I'm just trying to remember what the fuck was I doing. Oh yeah, that's right. All my grades are at 5. So I'm just trying to level up, trying to level up relationships. I think our group is those two. That's why they're with me, right? So if I go to the entrance hall. Yep, it is them too. Fuck it. Simple explorations. I know that was the thing I was doing. Just trying to build up resources. I don't fucking remember entirely. But my grades are all at max, so it doesn't matter. Let me just try to get back in the swing of things. And finish this route too, because I really wanted to.
You never know. Well then.
It's the main reason why I'm doing simple explorations. Yeah, I remember now. We have the beds in here because the gym burned up. And then Donami died. We survived another day. The life sign reading was still 10. Was the killer hiding somewhere? I'd been thinking more about the killer than our war with the invaders as of late. But who could blame me? I was on edge 24/7 worrying about when the killer might show up next. Oh yeah, also, isn't it like Kurata? It's not Kurata, right? Because she died? No, that's right, the killer's us. Never mind. That's the other route, mystery route. I guess I'll sleep until it's time to go on lookout. The evening passed without incident, and a new morning was soon upon us. So, I'm waiting for day 83. I'm waiting for the Hiruko romance to happen, and I don't think it's gonna happen, which makes me really sad. I was hoping it would.
Get prepared. Be ready.
Okay, what do I do today? Good morning, Mr. Subido. Do you have your plans figured out for the day? No, I was just thinking about what I should do. How about you? I was hoping to run some tests on the prototype killer trap I made with my dear brother. Oh, you mean the murderer fly tape you guys were talking about before?
Hey.
But of course, it's an outstanding development created by a brother and sister. Sister dearest, you should get a Nobel Prize. So they really made it. When did they pull that off anyway? We were hoping you could help us, Takumi. We want to test its durability. I don't mind, but... That settles it. Then the three of us will team up today. At Ima and Kako's request, the three of us ended up working together in the afternoon. When we met up in the metal shop, Ima and Kako immediately pulled out their prototype trap. They quickly lay a large adhesive sheet out on the floor. The construction is very simple, but it might be able to catch them at night or in places with low visibility. So is this like one of those, I know the memes very vaguely, where it's like X character dies in a glue trap or some shit? Is that what this is gonna be? Isn't it dangerous to have this just lying around? What if it accidentally snags one of us? That's the problem. We wanted to see for ourselves, so we're going to have you pretend to be the killer. Once again, looking at the proverbial camera. Me? The killer? This is going to get me covered in glue, isn't it? We have other sheets with different viscosities of adhesive that we made in the biolab. We'll go get them, so wait here a second, if you don't mind. I'll come with you. Just stay and look after the sheet here, Mr. Subido. We wouldn't want anyone to get stuck on it. We'll be right back, so please keep an eye on it. See, they're gonna do that. They're gonna see the other us. They're gonna talk about the plan or some shit, and then the trap's not gonna work because they know about it. With that, the two of them left the metal shop. Keep an eye on it. There's not much to see here. I yawned and looked around absently. As I did, my eyes just happened to land on the locker. Power solid suit should have still been inside that locker, but now it stood empty. Can't read. I set the combination to 6914. I chose that number to represent the 14 of us and the 69 remaining days we had to try and survive.
Only 9 of us left.
Those thoughts involuntarily rose to the surface. I stood and stared at the locker, expressionless. Do we just blank out, staring at it? It suddenly hit me that Ima and Kako had been gone for quite a while. This is taking too long. What happened to those two? Maybe they had some kind of trouble that was slowing them down. They said they're going to the biolab, right? I'll go check. When I opened the door to the biolab, there was no sign of anyone inside. Where did Ima and Kako? As I was just about to ask where they'd gone when I stopped in my tracks. An unpleasant stench pricked my nose. Don't tell me. With an ominous feeling, I quietly stepped further into the biolab to find The dead bodies splayed out before me were definitely Ima and Kako. The two of them were huddled together in a sea of red blood, their bodies covered in slashes. I have to revive them. I reached out to the twins' bodies, but I couldn't get a grip on them. The blood kept making my hand slip. I need to get someone else. My mind was strangely calm given the horrific scene of despair. In the back of my mind, I already knew the truth. They lost all their cryptoglobin. There was no saving them. I could only remember fragments of what happened after that. I went to get everyone else, trying not to slip on the blood. Everyone was shocked to see their friends covered in so much blood. There was a lot of screaming. No! Ima! Kako! More casualties. How shameful that I couldn't save them. Not again. Why is this happening? Takumi, I thought you were with them. How did this happen, man? Blaming him won't do us any good. We just need to try and come up with a way to prevent further harm. It's pointless. We're not gonna come up with jack, dude. We're just stuck here waiting to get murked. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Gaku, stop. Hitting stuff won't solve anything. Let's get them to the morgue. I can't bear to see them like this any longer. I just sat back and watched my distraught friends in silence. I wasn't the only one, though. Hiruko did the same. Yeah, I still want to know, like, what's our deal with, like, the weird fucking hunger thing.
You never know. Well then.
Unless it's like a split personality? But that doesn't make sense because we clearly saw the figure attacking Hiruko. Jumped out the window with it. The zombie also saw it, so it can't be that. So, something's going on. Another day gone. We brought Ima and Kako's bodies to the morgue, and before we knew it, it was night. Maybe it was the mental exhaustion, but everyone went to sleep before the nighttime announcement. Time for me to stand watch. I changed into my class armor, grabbed a blanket and a weapon to defend myself with, then headed for my post. Huh? Are you on lookout tonight, Hiruko?
Oh?
I'm standing in for Ima. Oh. Sorry. That was insensitive of me. Hiruko and I sat beside each other in silence. Maybe this was my best chance to ask her what she wanted to tell me that time she asked me to meet with her. But tonight, I just wanted to wallow in silence while I had the chance.
Oh?
Aren't you scared? Not again. Hiruko was the first to break the silence. Everybody's terrified, worried they're going to be the next to die. Yes, I'm scared. Not of dying, though. Of everyone else getting killed. I came back to the past to redo everything. To save everyone. But now this is happening. What am I supposed to do? If I died, maybe I'd be free from this nightmare. Haha, that doesn't sound so bad. Takumi. Sorry, that was awful. Saying stuff like that isn't going to help anyone's anxiety.
You don't have to put on a brave face. I'm the only one here.
Hiruko, thanks. That's nice of you.
I let out everything I'd been keeping locked up deep inside, as if I was talking to myself. My anxiety, my sadness, my rage. Hiruko listened to all of the feelings I'd been keeping to myself in silence. The night went by, slowly and quietly. Day 84.
Get prepared. Be ready.
Day 84. What do I do today? Pretty sure I'm with Tsubasa and Nozomi today. Yeah, it's always the person we're partnered up with dies, so Nozomi's gonna die last because we can't be happy in any fucking route. Well, that's not true. In the killing game route, Nozomi lived. So I guess it's not entirely true. Anyways, simple exploration. Once again, I just want to see. I want to see this route to the end. I just want to know what the fuck's happening, man. I have no idea. This is the perfect route to do all this exploration nonsense and just build up resources.
You know. Well then.
No changes today, I guess. The lifeside total is still 8. We haven't found the killer yet. We were all wondering how long this standstill would continue. Little did we know, a change was coming soon. Uh-oh. Also, where are the invaders? The 85. Why can't we have Veshnesh just kill the guy? Oh, once again, I guess it's Hebo animal proof. Somehow.
Get ready, prepared, be ready to...
Everyone's already up. I should go for breakfast.
Huh?
Here I am in the cafeteria, but there's nothing I want to eat. I should have been hungry, but even with food in front of me, I couldn't work up an appetite.
Ah.
I guess I'll just force down some pudding or something. I stood up to do exactly that, only to find Kyoshka standing in front of the refrigerator with a dumbfounded look on her face. What's up, Kyoshka? You look like a deer caught in headlights. My beads are gone. Huh? My red beads, I put them in a container, but they've completely vanished. I was so looking forward to making sweet bean paste. Did you say something about a deer? Did a deer eat my beads? Calm down. You'd be surprised how often it turns out what you're looking for is just hiding behind something else. I peered into the fridge, but there was nothing inside. Every bit of food that had been stored in the fridge up until a few days ago was now missing. What? Hey, the food's all gone. Huh? How? We were completely stocked up. Did some hungry little rascal sneak in for a midnight snack? Don't look at me. I didn't do it. Not this time, anyway. Then who? Nobody would do this except you, Gaku. Whoa, no faith in me at all, huh? That would mean the culprit is someone not here with us. What's the current life sign count? 8. Don't tell me. A deer flashed its headlights into the fridge and took my special beads. Okay, Kyoshka, let's be quiet for a second, okay? So the killer stole our food? We failed to consider that if the killer is hiding in the school, they need to procure food. Maybe if we stay on lookout here, we'll be able to catch the killer the next time they come into the cafeteria. Nice idea. No reason to be scared if we could all jump on them together. Let's do it. I don't know if it will be that easy, but it seems worth a shot. So let's all stake out tonight with our weapons. How about it, Takumi? Yeah, we better act fast. Let's go for it right after midnight. Then I'll put some of the food from the pantry in the refrigerator as bait. Everybody was excited, finally seeing a ray of hope. With weapons in hand, we waited for midnight. And finally, it was time. Day 86. Okay, everyone's in position. We have split into 2 groups, both hiding in the cafeteria. I was muffling my breathing, hiding under a table with Tsubasa and Hiruko. Who knows how much time passed, all without anything happening. Maybe they won't come tonight? I was trying to hold back a yawn when... What was that? We looked at one another as the sound suddenly echoed in the cafeteria. Over there! I looked where Tsubasa was pointing, and sure enough, there was a figure in front of the fridge. They opened the fridge door and began to furiously scavenge for food. That's the killer. They weren't wearing their usual black suit, maybe because they were only out for food. They were so focused on the food, they didn't seem to notice us at all. Now's our chance. Okay, everyone is accounted for. I glanced at Yugamu's team and received an okay signal in return. I waited for the perfect time, and then gave the signal. Go! We caught you, you murderous blackguard. Yield! Yow! Ouch! Let me go! Don't let them get away. Hold them down. We all pinned them down as they resisted furiously. They didn't seem to have the power saw on them, which made things a lot easier. I'll turn on the lights. Is it Commune? Because that obviously was a girl's voice. Was that Commune? What? Huh?
Huh? You're...
Our eyes were wide as we took in the unexpected appearance of the killer.
An invader? What are you doing here?
Please! Do not kill me! Please!
Enough of your nonsense. We shall avenge our fallen comrades.
Hold on. That thing has a weird device on it.
She's right. What's that?
Is it working with the killer?
Wait, don't touch it.
No! If you remove that...
The moment Gaku removed the device, we began to hear a strange electronic sound. Throw it, throw it. What's that sound? Is it coming from inside the invader?
No.
Everybody, stand back. Suddenly, Hiruko took off at full speed, heading outside with the invader in her grasp. Wait, Hiruko? Hiruko! Confused, we chased after Hiruko until we ended up in the schoolyard. Okay, thank God. She didn't die. The moment she set foot into the schoolyard, Hiruko flung the invader with all her might into the night sky. Very next moment,
Holy crap, it exploded!
the invader soared into the sky and blew up spectacularly, disintegrating into ash and detritus.
Oh.
Phew, just in time. Hiruko let out a sigh of relief as she swept bits of the invader raining from the sky out of her way. What just happened? It was all so sudden, I can't make any sense of it. I got a bad feeling when I heard that sound. Looks like I was right. Wow, your instincts really saved us, Hiruko. Thank you. Oh, it's nothing. More importantly, Tsubasa, what's the organic life count? Oh, right. It's 7 now. That thing was our 1 extra. No freaking way. We did it. The killer's gone. It's been a long road, Holy Jumanji Sword. Now we can finally say we've avenged our murdered comrades. Is it really over? Despite everyone else's joy, something was bothering me. Takumi? What's wrong? This feels a little too convenient for me. Was that thing really the killer? Now that you mention it, the person in the black suit and that invader are totally different shapes and sizes. Yeah, even without the power saw, when we grabbed that thing, it still felt weaker than I imagined. Didn't you think so too, Hiruko? I don't really remember.
Huh?
Hold on. You mean that wasn't the killer? But the life sign count went down to 7. That's how many of us there are now. So is it really the sponsor from the other timeline? Is it really a corpse being puppeted? I was gonna say, oh, it's another Takumi, but that would make the life sign count higher still. What's happening? I think it's true that the invader was being counted by the organic life detection device. The number went down when it exploded after all. That all adds up. So what are we concluding exactly? I'd consider the possibility, but still, there's just no way.
That the killer might be one of us.
Huh.
Ah, so that's how it is. Wait, really? You're kidding? Don't play with me, man. You mean there's a traitor among us? Calm down. We don't know if that's true for sure. Well, it has to be us. Apparently we're fucking sleepwalking then. But that doesn't make sense. Unless that's the secret Hiruko's keeping from us? But the zombie saw it. That's not true. The zombie saw the fucking attacker. Or the killer, question mark, I guess at this point. We don't know that it's not true either. I'm not sleeping with a killer. I'm going back to my room. Wait, it's dangerous to be alone. We need to stick together. Oh. My words fell on deaf ears. Don't anyone come into my room. If you do, I'll freaking kill you. Self-defense. I'm going to sleep in my own room starting tonight too. I'll take a look at the remains for the explosion. Maybe that invader really is the killer. Sorry, I don't want to doubt any of you, but we're going to have to sleep separately from now on. Or for now. Oh, for the love of murder, what a headache. I hope things don't get any worse than this. Holy Jumanji Sword, you're the only one I can trust around here. This is our only choice for now. Good night. All I could do was silently watch as everyone went off to their rooms. Day 87. Where the fuck is this story going, man? I have no idea.
Get prepared. Be ready to...
That time already, huh? It's been a while since the last time I spent the night in this room. After we went our separate ways last night, I couldn't sleep a wink. In the end, nothing else happened, but the vibe between all of us had changed. Maybe the killer really is one of us. Thrown into chaos by the terrifying possibility, everyone seemed content to stay holed up in their rooms. I guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there. I was hopeful, but in the end, the cafeteria was empty. What should I do today? Doesn't seem like there's going to be much teamwork. I aimlessly walked the schoolyard, looking up at the sky. Blue sky filled my field of vision, A comfortable breeze grazed my cheeks. And yet, the inside of my head was anything but refreshing and idyllic.
We can't keep going like this. We still have to fight the invaders.
Speaking of, where are they? I was slumped down, murmuring to myself when I felt a strange presence behind me. I quickly rolled around, only to see something that made me doubt my eyes. Oh! Hey, man! Hey, buddy! Dalshaw, my man. I guess I can't really complain since I now know that you're able to bypass the alarm. You know what's crazy is someone probably got this route first. It's like, who the fuck's this guy and how did he get past? I know why, and I know how. That's still a little concerning.
What? How?
You Earthlings truly do resemble us in some ways.
Huh? So if invaders are created, what are so our commanders are different than from the invaders that are made from people, if that sentence is to be trusted.
You appear to be the commander here. Out here on your own, without any of your soldiers. Unimpressive.
This man is a commander? But how? I thought we beat them all. Who's this guy? What happened to the alarm? What was even happening? I was completely overwhelmed with confusion. Takumi, get away from him.
Yeah.
Those words finally brought me back to my senses, and I quickly leapt back. How did you get on the premises without the alarm sounding? Alarm? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you went straight through the undying flames. Are you alone? Usually the commanders bring their minions. I don't like them. They go against my principles. That woman is deranged for using them in battle. That woman ordered me to destroy this place. Hiruko, quickly, go tell everyone we're under attack. Very well. No need to rush. I want to know who all of you are. Now, prepare for battle. All will be understood when we cross weapons. With that, the commander turned away and put some distance between us. What is with this guy? He's clearly different from the others we faced. Everyone quickly gathered in the schoolyard, jolted by nervous tension upon seeing the lone commander. Let's do this, everyone. It's time for another battle. Sheesh, if we have to. Sir Takumi, give us your orders. You got it. Defensive battle. Initiate. Ow! Very glad that it's Dalshaw letting us do this. Literally anyone else and they would just stop us in our tracks. Oh, is the music gonna be distorted? Yes. I do like that it does that, but it... Oh, and then he's gonna transform?
God of the planet, hear my plea and lend me thy strength. Blood of my bond, release!
God, it's so cool how they do that. How they just like slice their necks like that. It's so cool. We don't have the poison. How do we actually hurt him? That's a problem. Is it really a solo battle though? In the sense that like it's just him? He said he doesn't like using the minions, but he also said he was forced to. Annihilate enemy boss. No, I guess it's just him. Yeah. Oh, actually playing. Damn, it's been a while. Yeah, null piercing.
My turn.
I probably could kill him in quotations, like desperation with everyone, and just keep fucking swinging with Takumi, but that wouldn't even break the shields, I don't think, because that would be like what? Because I think it's 12 at base. It's 11 or 12 at base, and then I have 6 desperation, so that'd be at least a +5 to 17. 18 with the attack potion, right? 19 with hemo anima, or up to, I think you go up to 20, something crazy like that. Regardless,
Good to go.
I don't think this matters.
Time for battle.
Oh wait, do you counter? You don't counter. Weird.
My turn.
I figured you would.
Die.
Well,
Let's get started. How's this?
only 1 damage
Time
per.
for die.
That's unfortunate.
All right. Chop you to pieces. Music strength. Ready whenever.
Oh, he debuffed our
Take
movement.
this. Now then, how's this? Ready whenever. Take this.
Whenever you're ready, all good.
You have my next.
Okay, cool. I was hoping to build up voltage in time.
Not bad. As expected for the slaughterers of this planet's heroes.
Ugh, what a powerful foe! It's so hard to counter his moves. His attacks are certainly formidable, but our attacks are hardly doing anything to him.
It seems like that may be his ability. That might be what got him through the wall of fire.
We can't give up now. Keep going, everyone.
Damn it! I hate work without pay. Let's make this quick.
So true.
Time for battle.
What'd she do? 13 versus.
Let's do this.
Everything's at max. 15. 15. 15 all around. Well, 15's better, so.
That's it.
I guess it's 1 damage, so it doesn't really matter how I do this.
I've got this. That's it. Say when. Say this. Let's do this.
Just in case something stupid happens, might as well. Ow.
Here we go. Good to go. My turn. Let's go. That's it. I've got this.
Sure.
Not bad.
Oh, okay, cool.
So this is it then.
Oh. Bye. Huh. Oh, I thought he would speak. I get the gist of what you're all about. Huh? ET transformed? Why? Hold on. Doesn't this give us an opening? We could get it now. No, hold on. What, dude? What's the matter? I wasn't sure why myself. I think I was overwhelmed. As a mere ordinary human, I couldn't help but be cowed by the dignified conduct of this lion of a man standing before us. I understand you now. You seem a bit different from the wicked and cruel invaders I was told about. I want to hear it straight from the source. What are you fighting for? Why are you asking us that? Coming back from death after death to fight again. Do you live solely to fight in this war? That would make you no different from those abominable combat organisms created by that woman. Are you comparing us to that cannon fodder? So that's how you refer to them, too. Cannon fodder. Guinea pigs. Slaves. Playthings. Do you consider that sense of superiority to be something like wisdom? I suppose all living creatures reach the same endpoint eventually. What are you getting at? Are you telling us to surrender? If we do, we'll all be killed, won't we? I doubt Veshness would let us live. Then shouldn't you simply accept death? Huh? Stop messing with us. We're not going to give up on life. We swore we'd all survive this. That's what pulled us out of our despair. That's why we... My vision lurched. There was a loud thump. When I saw the great blue sky unfurled overhead, I realized what had happened to me. I'd been beheaded.
Takumi!
The moment I heard Hiruko's voice in the distance, my vision turned red. Then from red to black. Jesus fuck, Dalshaw, what's your problem, man? My whole world was enveloped in darkness. I was gonna say, if I hit credits after that, I would have been extremely fucking pissed. Also, I haven't saved in a while. I should probably do that. Finally, I can think again. How much time has gone by? My head ached as if it was being bludgeoned by a blunt instrument, an endlessly drawn-out agony suffocating me. Then, it all suddenly eased off. Suddenly, I was awake. I was in a familiar place, my room. Excuse me. Takumi! Thank goodness you're awake. Are you okay? Yeah, but what's going on? What happened to me? Well, the commander suddenly lopped off your head. Of course, we brought you back right away with the Revive-O-Matic, but you weren't waking up, so we carried you back to bed. What happened to that Dal Shaw guy? How did the battle go after I was gone? After he killed you, he just left. He said he'd be back soon. What do you mean? I have no idea, but I can tell you what he said before he left. According to Nozomi, Dalshaw was the father of the Squad 1 Commander Murphy. He is! I called it! Let's go! Cool. I mean, we kind of killed him, but cool. No, Yugamu killed him. We did it. He wasn't looking to avenge his son, and everyone sensed there was some friction between him and Veshness. I see. How's everyone else doing? Because he's such a strong enemy, we realized we needed to come up with a plan or we'd be in trouble. But the others are still scared that the killer may be one of us. Everyone's so tense that we're not getting anywhere. Right. I don't know if they'll hear me out, but I'll try to get through to them. Thanks. We won't survive this if we don't cooperate. Aren't you scared, Nozomi? The killer might be hiding somewhere nearby. Sure, I'm scared, but I don't want to suspect my friends. I won't believe that the killer is one of us. It's easier to doubt than to trust, but we don't know anything for sure. Nozomi looks so much like Kadoa to me in that moment. I'm sure Kadoa would have said the same thing in a situation like this. Oh, right. Tsubasa said she had something to report to everyone. Now that you're awake, we should meet up with them in the hall of the cafeteria. Okay, let's go. So Takumi, you're awake. I was a little worried. I know things are bad, but it's not like we know for sure you're not the killer, so... It wasn't just Gaku. I can feel an air of awkwardness hanging over everybody, whatever. But I was still happy that everyone came to see me now that I'd recovered. Good. Your head's back where it belongs. Somehow, but getting beheaded is not great. It really hurts, actually. You can learn to love it. Want to give it another shot? I'd be happy to help. I'll pass, thanks. More importantly, Tsubasa said she had something to report. Oh, right. I ran some analyses? I think that's how you say it? On that theming invader from earlier. First of all, the device it had on it was a jammer. A jammer? That's a device meant to interfere with electrical signals. It's used to scramble transmissions, radio waves, and the like. Why would an invader need something like that? I'll try to explain. I found a recording device in the remains of the invader. A recording device? Was anything on it? It had everything from voice data to activity logs. I think it was forcibly implanted into the little guy to monitor it. It's amazing the device was still intact. If its host was rigged to explode, you'd think that it also would be designed to automatically erase all the data. The signal from the jammer worked a little too well and ended up partially jamming the signal on the remote detonation device. So the bomb only partially detonated. Normally, it would have been completely blown to smithereens, but the explosion was unusually diminished. I see. So that's how some parts survived. So, I examined the data and learned a few things, like how long the invader had been in the school.
It came here during the defensive battle on day 21. It didn't want to fight, so it ran away from its unit and hid in the school ever since.
It was hiding here since day 21? That thing has real talent as a shinobi.
I mean, it's pretty small, so it makes sense.
The invaders wouldn't just let it run away scot-free. Deserters are usually punished harshly.
True.
That would mean all manner of torture, punishment, and discipline, right?
What's even the difference between any of those?
Anyway, the invader exploded because the bomb used to execute deserters was activated, but the reason it managed to hide out for more than 60 days was because of that jammer. With that thing, it was able to avoid being tracked and blown up by a commander.
I see. So it came prepared.
But when we found it, Gaku pulled off the jammer and the bomb inside of it went off.
Then Hiruko threw it in the air, and it got blown apart.
So that's what happened. Does that mean when we heard sounds coming from the school that one night, that was the invader too? If we're talking about day 43, then definitely yes. It was all in the activity log. Day 43, that's the day Moko was killed. Zomi and Moko came to my room that night. Zomi said she heard sounds coming from somewhere downstairs. We wanted to go check out what they were. So the invader was moving around on the night of day 43. Then that means the killer really could have been in the invader. Unfortunately, no. I checked the recorder data against the estimated times of the killings, but it doesn't line up. Oh. That's all for my report. I was hoping to find some information that might give us a clue about the killer. But now it's clear the invader was innocent, which means one of us is a freaking murderer. The mystery is solved. No, it's not. Not even close. Yelling is just a waste of energy. It's not like you're going to inspire the killer to reveal themselves. Shut up! We're all going to get killed here and you're lecturing me. Wait, hold on. Is it you? Stop it, Gaku. We're not going to solve this by blindly pointing fingers. So, what do we do about Del Shah? We'll have to figure something out between us. We can't just ignore him. And we should all stay here, right? The killer can't strike if we're all together. Let's do that. Any objections, Gaku? Yes! Actually, every time we've tried, it's failed. Whatever. Fine. After that, we discussed strategies for beating Dal Shah. But the mood was so horrible we couldn't even begin to decide what we needed to do. In the end, the day ended with no real progress made. We don't have a lot of time left, to be fair. We have like, what, 12 days left? Less?
Well then.
Yeah, like 12 days left. I'm so tired. With a sigh, I flopped onto my bed. Ugh, my head hurts. It's throbbing. Must be the stress. First the killer, and now Dal Shah. There's so much I need to think about, but I don't want to think about anything anymore. My entire body was exhausted. I couldn't even bring myself to move. Gradually, my eyelids grew heavy. Just before I fully gave into sleep, I could have sworn I saw a flickering flame out of the corner of my eye. FB? My guy? Who's here this late at night? Cautiously, I sat in bed and waited to see what happened next. They ring again. Maybe it's an emergency. Something might have happened, but I should keep my guard up. Just in case, I held my infuser behind my back as I opened the door. I rarely cracked it open to find. Tsubasa? What's up? Sorry, I know it's late. I probably woke you up. Don't worry about it. Did something happen? Well, actually, I've been analyzing the remains of that invader for a while now, and I think something is missing. Judging from the shape of the hole, I think it's probably some kind of external storage. Like a memory card or something? Exactly. It might have gotten dislodged and blown somewhere during the explosion. I thought about waiting until tomorrow, but I think the sooner we find it, the better. So you came to ask me. You want me to search for this thing with you? Yeah, if you don't mind, that is. Not at all, but... Hey, I'm not the killer, you know. Me neither, but neither of us can prove ourselves innocent either. It's okay. I'm prepared to kill you if things go off the rails. That makes me feel so much better. Anyway, I'll get ready. I know I'm stating the obvious, but it's really dark out here. I brought flashlights. We're just going to have to sweep the area. Is Tsubasa gonna die? Every time we're with someone, they die. So, going by pattern, the killer's gonna attack, Tsubasa's gonna die, and we're gonna solve the mystery without her. And I'm gonna be really sad. Tsubasa shined the flashlight on the ground and stooped over. I did the same, looking at the ground. This seems pretty inefficient. Yeah, and it's 3 days since the explosion too. Pretty sure this is where it happened. This is going to be a long night. I steeled myself and set to searching with Tsubasa. But it turned out my resolve wasn't going to be needed after all. There's something on the ground here. There's something small and black, covered in dirt. I picked it up, and Tsubasa practically lunged at it. And it's storming over here. So, my power might go out. That's just how it is here in Florida. Hey, let me see it. She took the thing from me and excitedly began to examine it. Good job, Takumi. This is the external storage device I was looking for. But for real? I thought that would take longer. I'm going to analyze the data on this too. Ooh, I can't wait to see what's on it. If they felt the need to blow up the invader to keep it away from us, there might be some important secret intel on it. I'm excited too, but try not to overwork yourself, okay? Can't keep working such long hours every day. Haha, don't worry, I'm done for today. Let's head back. Looking satisfied, Tsubasa put away the storage device and started to walk back to the school in high spirits. Phew, we found what she was looking for without anything bad happening, thank goodness. On top of that, we might even get some new information. My steps were suddenly feeling lighter. Don't be dead, don't be dead, don't be dead, don't be dead, don't be dead. Way back, at the edge of the courtyard, Tsubasa suddenly stopped and peered into my face. So, who do you think the killer is? Well, why are you bringing that up all of a sudden? I just wanted to ask. I honestly have no idea. But I feel like I might not even want to know. I'll be shocked no matter who it turns out to be. Same here, but whoever they are, they can't get away with this. Yeah, I think we agree on that. Wouldn't it be crazy if the killer really showed up while we were talking about them? Do I need to say it? It happened as soon as Tsubasa let out an amused giggle. Well, wait, that sound. No way. Foreshadowing is a literary device where... Tsubasa, run! This way! Do not leave her alone. Do not leave her alone. Oh god. She's gonna die. I knew she was gonna die, and I'm gonna be so mad. So how's your day? Oh god. I can't fuck around too long. Oh, is he gonna come from this way? Yep. I was like, there's nothing here. Where am I going? Hey man, can you like fuck off? Can we also like go faster than a brisk jog? You can't catch me. So stupid. Yeah. Just how long are they gonna chase us? We ran feverishly as hard as we could, but the killer didn't let up. The roof is just past these stairs. There's nowhere to run after this. We can't let them get to us. I have to do something. I stopped running up the stairs, suddenly whirling around to look back at our pursuer. And kicked them with all my might. Yeah, they would fall down the stairs. That makes sense. They tumbled down the stairs and fell in a heap at the bottom. Urgh. Yeah! Okay, now's our chance to finally capture them. Ugh. They groaned in agony, but paralysis must have been setting in because they made no effort to resist. Yeah! We finally got you. Just give up. Takumi, Tsubasa, what happened? I heard a really loud noise and... Huh? Is that the killer? Did we finally catch them? I'll explain everything later. Give me a hand here.
They're paralyzed, not dead.
This asshole killed our friends, damn it! Let me at him!
Let me get the mask off first. Ready?
Okay.
Is it us? I placed my hands on the killer's helmet and slowly pulled it off. who I saw underneath left me speechless. Huh.
Yugamu?
I thought it was too obvious. I didn't want it to be Yugamu. I really didn't, because it seemed too obvious when he said, "Oh, my urges are getting out of control." You're joking that it's him because of that. We peeled off the suit Yugamu was wearing and brought him to the rec room. He was limp, breathing shallowly, but his expression seemed almost as if it had traces of a grin. We stood around Yugamu as he recovered from his paralysis enough to talk. He kept his cool throughout, maintaining the same composure he always did. I can hardly believe this was your doing, Sir Yugamu. I may have broken Rashomanic bread with you, but I have no sympathy to spare. I shall avenge my fallen comrades. The holy Jumanji sword shall have your head. Calm down, Kyoshka. We can't jump straight to beheadings. Why did you do this? What possible reasons could you have? Say something, Yugamu. I know you're not hurt that bad. Apologies. I was just trying to figure out where to start. Let me lead by saying I haven't killed anyone. Huh? Are you playing games, dude? What kind of idiot would believe that? And was he being forced to? That was one thing I was thinking immediately upon seeing it. I don't believe it's Yugamu. Gaku's right. If that's true, why are you dressed like that? Why do you have the power saw? Let me start from the beginning. I'll explain everything, so hear me out. Fine, we'll listen, but you're on thin ice. The killer first appeared on day 16. Well, maybe it was already day 17 by then. It was late at night in the biolab. Takumi said he saw Hiruko get cornered by the killer there. That's right. Then we got into a struggle. In the end, they got away, but I managed to recover their weapon in the suit. I was with Gaku and Kyoshka during that time. Huh? You were? I was right here, in the rec room on the night of day 16. You and Gaku invited me. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What were the three of you doing that late at night? Gaku said he found an adult video in the storeroom and wanted to have a watch party. Don't snitch on me, dude. Wait, so he's telling the truth. It turned out it was just footage of cute critters. Not an adult video, but an animal video. Yes, they were precious little furballs, although Sir Gaku seemed very disappointed. Okay, can we just move on with the story? Anyway, I was here in the rec room. We had headphones on, so we didn't notice any noise. Isn't that right, guys? Gaku and Kyoshka nodded. Seemed like Yugamu was telling the truth so far. There's more. The next time the killer appeared was day 25, when Ava was killed inside her cage. Right, I had nothing to do with her murder. However, after seeing her dead body, the murderous impulses inside of me began to resurface. I didn't remember exactly when I'd heard it, but something Yugamu said in the cafeteria began to replay in my head. Yeah, but I can't help it, man. Ever since I saw her dismembered body, my passion's been at a fever pitch. That's the kind of loving killing I've been craving all my life. Not being able to do it myself has got me climbing the walls. I can't keep going like this.
If you can't help me out, I really might have to kill someone.
Ripe with overwhelming lust, I try to find an outlet for my feverish mania. I believe it was day 38 when I finally found my solution. When I was just about to kill Gaku. What? You were seriously gonna kill me? Yeah, I was seconds away from going through with it. I had a lot of pent-up bloodlust. But the moment I saw the fear of death in his eyes, I noticed my dark desire was temporarily sated. Ugh, this guy's a freak. Now that I think about it, he mentioned this in a conversation we had with Ima. After what happened with Gaku, I finally figured out a way to suppress them better. I don't actually have to kill anyone, I just have to see the look of despair when they stare death in the face. It's not exactly a long-term solution though, more like a coping mechanism. My only problem is that no one seems to want to show me their seconds before death face. What about day 43, when Moko was killed? What were you doing then? I was in my room. I couldn't sleep that night because of the bloodlust festering deep inside of me. Then, I heard the zombie shrieks and the sound of glass breaking. So I went to see what was going on. When I did, I found the killer suit and power saw at the bottom of the pool. Huh? The stuff missing from the locker was in the pool? Why? So Yugamu must have stolen it, correct? No, I didn't know the combination. Right. You weren't even in the room when Takumi set the code. Wait, I was chased by the killer the day was Moko killed. Yeah, see? Thank you. So she confirms it. She did see it. I was chased by the killer the day Moko was killed. They had me cornered by the pool, so I shoved them aside and got away, but maybe when that happened, they fell in. I see. You might be right, but I wasn't concerned about the details. I had other things on my mind at the time, like taking the killer's things so I could dress up like them. Surely you're not telling us you pretended to be the killer just so you could see looks of despair fulfill your desires. Sorry, I just couldn't hold back the urges inside of me. But I really wasn't going to kill anyone. Just seeing your faces twisted up in despair was enough to satisfy me. Nothing you're saying makes any sense. Was you involved in the murders of Takamaru, Kurata, and Shoma? I had nothing to do with Takamaru's death on day 51. I swear it. The first day I dressed up as the killer was on day 64, the day Kurata was killed. We were on guard duty that night, right? You fell asleep, so I went with Kurata to the bathroom. I sensed the two of you were going to leave, so I pretended to sleep. I figured it would be my chance to enjoy the thrill of the chase. I quickly put on the suit I had hidden in my room and chased you with the power saw. Huh? So you were the one chasing me in the hallway? That's right. I chased you like the killer would. And once I had you cornered in front of the defense room,
I finally got to see your terrified expression, filled with despair. My lust was sated. Was it as good for you as it was for me?
No, you fuck! People died! People actually died! That's kind of the problem here. Once I had my fill, I hid the suit and power saw in my room and went back to the gym. That's all I know. So you really know nothing about Lady Kurata's death. Speak the truth or prepare to become rust on the blade of the holy Jumanji sword. I'm sorry, but I had nothing to do with her murder. I can't tell you anything. I had nothing to do with Shoma's death on day 77 either. Keep talking. What about Donami on day 80? Or the twins on day 83? When the fire started in that vaulting box, everyone scattered and ran away from the gym. I smelled an opportunity. You're kidding. You took advantage of the chaos to masquerade as the killer. Correct. I went back to my room, got the suit and power saw, and pretended to be the killer for a second time. I went inside and found Donami and Takumi immediately. I felt bad knowing it would be my second time doing it to you, but you put on such a good performance the first time. I couldn't resist the chance to see you like that again. Seeing the enraptured look on Yugamu's face, I was at a complete loss for words, for so many reasons. Halfway through the chase, I told Donami to run. I lured the killer, you, into chasing me alone. I managed to lose you somehow, then hid out in my room until the next morning. But Donami... I don't know what happened after Donami got away. Once I lost sight of you, Takumi, I gave up. I went back to my room, changed, and met up with everybody else. Right. The life sign count was 11 when Yugamu joined us. So Donami was still alive at that point. And I had nothing to do with Ima and Kako either. I didn't do a thing to them. Is that everything? You're not hiding anything else? Scout's honor. You might not believe me, but I really didn't kill anyone. You don't seriously think we're okay with what you did, do you? I'm aware I crossed the line, but I couldn't stop myself. Those looks of terror, despair, whatever I chased you, I needed them so badly. That's why I kept this from you guys. No other reason, I promise. You say that, but I feel betrayed. I'm not going to be able to forgive you and move on that easily. I'll accept any punishment you want to give. Torture me, whatever you need to do. But if it wasn't Yugamu who killed our friends, then who's the real killer? Suddenly, the image of the killer on day 16 crossed my mind. Were they still hiding inside the school? No, that wouldn't add up with the life sign count. Then what? Where are they? I'm getting rather lost. What are we doing with Sir Yugamu? I think we're going to have to keep him separated from the group until we find the real killer. Of course. That should help with my little problem. How about we use that weird room on the first floor? We can lock it from the outside. The room with the strange devices from when we were at Kamakura General Hospital. That might be the perfect place to lock Yugamu up. Hey, what if I take the power saw and the suit he was hiding? I'll hide them someplace where nobody can find them. Where's the proof that you're innocent? I don't have any, but the same goes for everybody here. Trust me, I know I'll be under suspicion if somebody else gets attacked. Fine, you can deal with them, Gaku. We'll take care of Yugamu. Yeah, that's fine with me. We handed the power saw and suit over to Gaku, then took Yugamu to the strange room. We put him inside and locked it securely from the outside. Nozomi would be the one in charge of the key. After that, we went back to the roof and met up with Gaku when he'd finished his task. We made sure everything had gone according to plan, then decided to call it a day. Nobody was any the wiser, but a shocking development was waiting for us right around the corner. What the fuck is happening? We're 10 days away from day 100. We still don't know anything. What the fuck's your problem, Yugamu? Are you serious?
Wowee! The time humanity
Yeah, that's the same.
In 10
Yeah.
days. Well then.
Yeah. Happy ending. Yeah, sure. Happy ending? Happiness stopped being an option a long time ago. Anyway, I guess I should head over to the cafeteria. I need to give Yugamu some food, too. Oh, is that we're gonna find out he's dead? Because of that weird fucking cutscene that happened in the killing game route? No, mystery route. Where we went in there because we were following someone. Whoops, hit my mic. We were following someone, I forgot who. And then we got knocked out from behind and they said they weren't our enemy, but they were in the suit. So I don't know what the fuck's happening. The only people in the cafeteria were Nozomi, Hiruko, and Kyoshika. Morning, Takumi. Morning. No sign of Tsubasa or Gaku? They might be holed up in their rooms out of paranoia. Maybe, but I hope not. We still haven't worked out our strategy for Dal Shaw. There's so much to think about that my brain feels like it's going to boil over. Neither of them were wearing the regular clothes. The same went for me. We had a little discussion before going our separate ways yesterday. At the end of it, we decided to wear our class armor, or artificial class armor in Nozomi's case, all day from now on. If everything Yugamu told us was the truth, the killer was still out there somewhere. If they're not even showing up on the life sign total, they might even be. Before I could finish that thought, I heard footsteps outside the hall. Tsubasa burst into the cafeteria, breathless and with a grim look on her face. Tsubasa, what's got you in such a hurry? I just woke up and checked the life sign count. It's gone down to 6. Huh? The only ones missing were Gaku and Yugamu, which meant let's search the school.
Oh?
We'll start with the nearby rooms. Everybody, stick together. We systematically opened every door in the school, making sure nothing was out of place. No more. I'm sick of it. I had enough despair for one lifetime. My heart was screaming with each door we opened. In the end, my prayers would go unanswered. Huh.
So it was Gaku.
Inside the library, we found the blood-soaked remains of Gaku Maruko, his body sliced to ribbons. An unpleasant stench of blood emanated from his mangled corpse.
The revival-matic. It's pointless. We're too late.
Slowly, the world turned gray. Felt like my emotions died with Gaku. If Gaku's been killed, that means Yugamu's still alive. Let's make sure there's no sign he broke out of the room. We need to look for the power saw, too. Sir Takumi, how are you so composed? Sir Gaku's been killed.
All the crying and screaming in the world couldn't bring him back. So there's no point.
Huh?
Are you being serious right now? I'm not trying to sound heartless. I just want this to be over. Let's take him to the morgue. Help me out. Wait, before we do that, look here. There's signs of a struggle. Hiruko pointed to a nearby bookshelf.
Oh?
The shelf is way out of position, and there's books on the ground. Someone must have moved it intentionally. Maybe Gaku bumped into it while he was fighting the killer. No, there's multiple gouge marks on the back of the shelf. That's not natural. What do you mean? It's highly likely that Gaku hid the power saw and suit here. He must have gone in a fight over them with the killer, resulting in these gouges. I see. So that's why he was killed here. And the power saw and suit got taken again. Maybe someone here has them. You're suspecting us now? It wasn't me. Can you prove that your hands are clean before pointing fingers, Lady Tsubasa? Enough. Suspecting each other serves no purpose. Hiruko and I lifted Gaku's body into silence. The others came to help soon after, but no one felt like talking. After bringing Gaku to the morgue, we went to the room where Yugamu was locked up. Yugamu's eyes went wide upon hearing the news of Gaku's murder, then he just stared down at the floor. There were no signs that he left the room, but our suspicion of one another was only growing. Our worst case scenario just keeps finding ways to get worse, and there's no stopping it now. Day 91. I don't know what the fuck's happening, man. So once again, we're gonna hit day 100 soon, and we still have to fight off the invaders.
Good. It's 9 days. I hate to keep reminding. So we're...
Shut up. I survived another night, I guess. I let out a deep sigh after making sure my heart was still beating. Would it surprise me if I was the next victim? If they just kill me, too. I was taken aback by the words that left my lips. What was I saying? I need to switch gears. I'll go to the cafeteria. Yeah, it makes sense it's only her. Should probably save. Once again, it's been a while. Just you, Hiruko? Everybody's decided to eat in their rooms. Well, I figured this would happen. I assembled a light meal on my tray and sat in front of Hiruko. We were silent. The only sound of the cafeteria was the quiet clatter of our dishes. Then, Hiruko calmly looked me in the eye.
I've been killed. Many times, actually.
What?
Would it make more sense if I told you that I lived through a different past? Similar to how you time traveled from yours?
I knew it! I called it! Everyone's gay. Is every timeline a different member of the defense unit time traveling? Oh my god. Is that the ending to this game? Is that the true ending? That everyone lived through a timeline and then everybody time travels to the correct one so everyone knows what to do and everyone cooperates? And that would be the coolest fucking thing in the world if that's what happens. Don't actually answer that, but that would be so fucking cool if that actually happened.
Hold on. This is a lot out of nowhere.
Hiruko experienced something like I did? It was also sudden that I couldn't follow. She didn't seem to be joking, but... I remember everything about the past I saw. Not that it's a pleasant memory. Is that what you've been hiding? The memories came to me on day 3.
Oh?
I was killed, and I remember what I said at the end, clear as day.
This was another failed timeline. Just like the others. Maybe it was a mistake for us to stay in this school to begin with. Maybe we all should have left. I'm going to do it over again. As many times as it takes.
So that's why she's so strong, because she did it. Like I called that. Ever since we found out about the time travel, I was like, is she strong because she time traveled?
I'll bring an end to all of these horrific histories.
And then Eito did it too. Everyone's gonna time travel.
I'll do it someday. Mark my words.
You've been repeating the past. And failing.
I thought that by staying in this school, history would repeat itself. I wanted to stop that from happening. So I sprayed a warning on the blackboard.
She was the one who did it. That's insane.
That threatening message.
That's right. I wrote it.
I wanted to tell you sooner. That's why I asked you to meet me that night. The day Hiruko asked me to see her, somebody wanted to talk to me that night too. But then Yugamu showed up, so I couldn't say anything. After that, I lost my nerve. I couldn't do it.
You kept this to yourself all this time? But why tell only me?
I blame my ego.
Hiruko.
Sorry.
With that, Hiruko left the cafeteria, carefully avoiding making eye contact with me. I had no idea what she had to apologize for, but one thing was clear enough. She seems like she's hurting. She'd been holding this all by herself, memories of a brutal series of events. After seeing vulnerability in Hiruko for the first time, I couldn't bring myself to push her any further. I was worried she might break. It all makes sense now.
At ease, so another day of
Get some shut up.
The announcement changed. I guess the countdown will begin soon. We've got more problems than just the invaders now. And it's been another day of almost no progress. We still hadn't solved our Dal Shah problem, but there are too many other things to worry about. I can't believe Hiruko time traveled too. Looking back, the things she said and did that hadn't made sense before all added up now. What happened to the timeline she's lived through? And why bring it up now? I'm always a few steps behind. My head hurts. Unable to get my thoughts in order, I gave up and closed my eyes. Before long, I fell asleep. So, she's getting the whole morphogenetic field bullshit. Like we did the one time and then never got brought up, but she's more attuned with it. So everyone's gonna go through it.
Overcome these last few days. The goal, a new era. Okay.
Yeah, that's all the same. I'll tell you, it has to be that each timeline is a different member getting their memories like that. Hiruko just knows all the time. Teamwork I've cultivated with my allies. Is that supposed to be satire? I guess I'll go to the cafeteria. Someone might be there. Bro, we have 8 days left.
Huh?
Barely. So, totally, right? Just as I left my room, I could hear Kyoshka and Tsubasa talking in the distance. Kyoshka seems to be excitedly telling Tsubasa something. Wonder what? Did something else happen? So Takumi, perfect timing. Can you come with us? Huh? Wait, where are we? Just hurry. Uh-oh. Is Hiruko dead? Please no.
the door.
Uh-huh. So Yugamu's dead.
I came to bring Sir Yugamu his meal, but then...
Let's go in.
Yeah. We opened the broken door and saw Yugamu covered in blood, face down and lifeless.
Yugamu.
Yeah. Of course. I expected as much. Just like everyone else before him, his body was sliced to ribbons. Hiruko, Nozomi, you're here. Yeah. We were the first to hear the news from Kyoshka. So my guess then it's Hiruko who's doing it. Well, no, we saw her with the attack with the killer. That doesn't make sense. I was gonna say Hiruko and she just like broke from the stress from all the timelines, but that doesn't make sense. Hiruko's too strong for that. So I don't know. You can probably tell, but he's lost all his cryptoglobin. We can't revive him. Let's get him to the morgue right away. I feel bad leaving him like this. Right. We need to make a grave marker as well. No one lost their composure anymore. No tears flowed. Even the anger was gone. We just accepted the death of our friend and dealt with it matter-of-factly. We were used to this now. The death of Yugamu was just another part of our day. I don't want to do anything. Laying listlessly in bed, I suddenly realized it was long past bedtime. Invaders, humanity, whatever. Just want this to be over already. Just then, I felt a familiar presence I hadn't felt in a while. I sat up, and there he was, standing in the corner of my room. Yeah, we didn't ever acknowledge that flame we saw in the corner of our eye last time. Unless you're gonna tell me it's him who's been killing all of us. That'd be fucking insane. I knew it. It's been a while. Right. I guess it has been, for you. Huh? What do you mean by that?
Huh?
I've been watching you all this time. I know what's happened. But you must not remember. Yeah, you might have been watching us, but we haven't been able to see you. What do you need anyway? Did you find some kind of clue about the killer? Unfortunately, even I'm not sure what's going on or why. No matter what happens, all I can do is watch over you. Nothing more. Is that what you came here to tell me?
I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
The sad look on his face, the undying flame boy abruptly vanished. What's up with him? Unwilling to frustrate myself thinking about it, I pulled the blanket over myself and closed my eyes. I wanted to forget reality, forget everything, and find refuge in sleep. Morning announcement hadn't played yet. The sun was only just coming up. And right on cue... this sound.
Intruder, defense.
An enemy attack? Is Dal Shah finally here? We don't have any plan for dealing with him at all. Damn it, I'm just gonna have to go. I dashed out of my room and ran as fast as I could and headed to the war room. This is just me and Hiruko. Now they shut up. Dalshaw's come, but the alarm sounded this time. It really startled me. Looks like he brought some minions with him. This fight is going to be harder than last time. We have fewer numbers and no plan. We're just going to have to go for it, do or die. Wait, about that. We do have one strategy we could use. Huh? Remember that external storage device we recovered from that invader? Well, I finished analyzing the data on it. No one mentioned anything to me about an external storage device. Luckily, the data survived, and I was able to retrieve some confidential information. I learned a lot. I'll spare you the details, but I used that knowledge to develop a bioweapon. Ah, so she develops it and not Yugamu this time. Deus Ex Machina, cool. That sounds familiar.
I looked into it and found that Commander DNA has some strange cells that are clearly different from regular humans. I succeeded in formulating a poison that attacks those cells. Call it a bioweapon that only works on commanders.
Once I understood the cell's weak point, I figured I should get to work on something. Nozomi helped me out. Lady Nozomi? Why? Because Tsubasa asked me to. It's not much, but I do have some experience with medicinal research. I'm the ideal candidate for working on a poison that affects cryptoglobin, because I don't have much of it myself. We did make a poison that Nozomi tricked the commander into consuming during my previous 100 days here, but what's the plan this time? We turned the poison into a gas and have Dalshaw breathe it in. We made a trap we can place. We can position it and activate it anytime using a remote control. I'm going to find a place to set this. Once it's in place, I'll need you to get him to stop near it. Excuse me. We'll activate it once everyone's gotten some distance. That should be enough to get him to inhale the poison. Can we pull it off with the small group we have now? We'll just have to try. It's better than standing around and getting killed. You're right. It's very much worth trying. Why didn't you say anything before? Because of the whole killer thing, I kept the info under wraps as a precaution. And I wasn't sure it would even work out. It was a gamble. Thank you both so much. And we just have to find a way to make this work. Yeah, let's do this. I don't want to have any regrets.
Yeah!
Forget about everything else and give it everything you've got. It's time for defensive battle.
God of the planet.
Hey, man.
Hear my plea and lend me thy strength.
You really need to do this again, though?
Blood of my bond release!
I mean, I guess I could skip, but it is pretty cool. Dalshaw specifically is very cool.
It is I, the paragon of warfare, Dalshaw! I have come!
Oh, it's also shorter this time. I mean, to be fair, the second time meeting him, so. I wonder if I can skip this, though. I've technically done this fight before.
Come and prepare to die.
Here we go, everybody. We have to stop him.
Yep, I already know about that. Oh, wait, I didn't read that. Oops. Nozomi Kitafuji retreats. Oh, I can skip, so it doesn't matter. Cool. It said press L1, but who cares? I've already done the fight.
What is this?
It worked! The poison worked! Let us all strike in unison. Wait. There's still gas lingering in the vicinity. We'll be hurt if we try to attack now. We'll finish him after it clears. First, let's take care of the enemies in the vicinity.
Yep, and then defeat all enemies about boss. Don't need to. I skipped. So that means it's 3 waves. So it makes me wonder, Dalshaw has to be stronger than Veshinus, right?
Is this poison gas?
I mean, technically in lore he isn't, because he apparently lost to her when he challenged her. But like, considering he has like impenetrable defenses, how does he lose?
Incredible. I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. I underestimated you.
Everybody, all together now.
Looks like it's time to settle things once and for all. Who will survive? You or I? Let us see what the answer is.
Not like this.
Oh, shut up. Who cares?
I don't want to fight.
Wah, wah, wah.
Where's my daughter? Not like this.
So is Vashnes gonna show up?
So, I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me at last. I gave this battle everything I had. I have no regret.
Yep, there she is. Hey girl, what's up? It's been a while.
Yes.
You're still pretty.
A disgraceful end. Pitiful.
Vashnes stamped on the commander's desiccated corpse with a sneer.
Everyone, prepare to attack.
There's no need to rush. I don't intend to fight you yet.
Huh?
I am preparing an event. A ritual, if you will, to usher in my ascension to godhood. Our battle will take place then.
What are you talking about?
Be calm. The time is soon. Wait with bated breath, so that you may behold my birth as the one true god!
You know, with all the time travel theories, is it possible that a timeline with Hiruko made her turn into the Supreme Commander? I still hold on. I know I held on to that theory way back in like the first timeline where like I thought the Supreme Commander was Hiruko and just turned into a commander. With time travel shenanigans, I know it's not true. It's like a 0.000. It's probably a 0% chance that it's true, but I'd like to imagine. That'd be neat. With that declaration, Vashnes turned and left. Honestly, after seeing her walk away, I felt relieved. Have a lot of BP. Ugh, everything hurts. I was resting in bed, recovering from our long, brutal battle. We managed to defeat Dal Shah somehow, but the time to settle things with Vashnes was getting closer. Our only option is to fight. I know that, but even if we beat Vashnes and manage to survive, what do we have left to live for? Suddenly, the faces of all of our dead friends flashed through my mind. Is there really any point to playing out the rest of this worst-case scenario? No, I have to stop thinking about this. My head is starting to hurt again. I'm sleepy too, though that may be from all the fighting. It's too early to sleep, but I don't have any appetite either. I'll just rest here. Deciding to abandon all thought, I pulled up the blankets and curled into a ball. Eventually, I passed out like a light. The Hiruko theory also can technically be true, because Ato time traveled despite us killing him, so there's two bodies, right? So it is very possible that, there could be multiple of one person.
Fine, it's your 90, but don't lose focus. But no matter what, now then.
Yeah, shut up. Join hands with my comrades. There's only 5 of us left. Pointless complaint left my mouth before I could stop it. On top of that, my body still hurt. The exhaustion from yesterday's battle wasn't gone yet. No, I need to get up. Otherwise, the whole day will go by while I'm in bed. I pushed myself to get out of bed, getting ready for the day. Maybe somebody's in the cafeteria. I should go see. Is that... The moment I stepped out of my room, I saw Tsubasa, Nozomi, and Hiruko all standing stock still. Kyoshika's dead. Cool. What are they looking at? I follow their gazes until... That's the door to Kyoshika's room. You can't be serious.
Kyoshika? Hey, Kyoshika!
I hurried into her room, already half suspecting what I find inside. Kyoshka's corpse was laid on the floor with a tormented expression. Her body shredded like all the others.
Kyoshka!
The others had followed me into the room, now stunned by the wretched scene before them. It's just like what happened to Yugamu. The killer broke down the door with the power saw and killed her. Wait, would we be able to hear someone breaking down a door with a power saw? Now that you mention it, I saw Kyoshka in the cafeteria last night. We went back to the roof together, so I think she must have been killed after that. When was that exactly? I think it was around 9 p.m. when we met in the cafeteria. We had a late dinner because of the defensive battle. We went back to our rooms after 10 o'clock. I went to sleep right away. I was already sleeping before 9 o'clock. I didn't wake up until morning. I was really sleepy yesterday too. I went to bed early, but how did we not hear anything? Even if we were tired from the fight, the sound of a door being sawed down would have been fairly loud. Kyoshka would have gone up and ran if she heard it. The more I think about it, the less it adds up. Let's think about this later. For now, I'd rather we do something with the body. Yeah, you're right. Let's do that. After we brought Kyoshka to the morgue and made a small gravestone, we gathered in the cafeteria. Lifetime count is down to 4. There's so few of us left. It has to be Nozomi at this. If it's one of us, it's Nozomi. I trust Hiruko and I trust Tsubasa. I don't trust Nozomi. If it's not ourselves somehow with like some parallel universe us, but the lifetime count is 4, so I don't know what the fuck it could be. Unless it's the only thing I could think of at this point in time, because I was gonna say maybe it's Nozomi because she has like little to no hema that the lifetime counter wouldn't work, but I don't think that would make sense realistically. So my other thought that just happened right now was that because if it's another Takumi from another timeline, does it count that as 2 individuals? Right? Does it count an alternate timeline person as 2, or does it count as 1? So it's like, oh, well, this is the same signal as the regular Takumi, so we're just going to count it as 1 despite there being 2 of them. Well, who knows? Yeah, it's sad, but I don't know what should we do? What we should do. I couldn't think of anything to say. Too depressed myself to cheer anyone else up. Just one big mess of confusion. By the way, what are you up to, Hiruko? I just wanted to check on something. Hiruko seemed to be inspecting the water cooler in the cafeteria. Is there something off about it? Looks fine to me. I'm curious about what's inside. Tsubasa, could you lend me a hand? What do you need? It's probably drugged, and that's why we all fell asleep. We're going to find out what's in the water. All of you, come to the biolab. With that, Hiruko exited the cafeteria with a cup of water in hand. And soon after, Nozomi and I just stood in silence as we watched Tsubasa and Hiruko at work. I was curious about what they were doing, but I didn't want to interrupt. Just then, Tsubasa raised her head in shock. No way. I knew it. What is it? What did you find? We detected sleep medicine in the water from the cooler. Sleep medicine? The slow-acting kind, too. It takes time to kick in after being ingested. You mean the reason we didn't wake up last night is because we drank this drugged water. Someone laced it in advance. So they went after Kyoshka knowing the drug would keep us asleep? That explains why I was so unusually sleepy. They really will go to any lengths to kill us. I told you, right? This killer enjoys killing.
Taking their time picking us off one by one is just more fun for them.
I suddenly remembered what Dadami had said. They're killing us one by one, savoring each kill. No, it can't be them. Takumi, what's wrong? Nothing. Sorry. Never mind. And then there were 4. I could very well be next. All I could do is hold on to this terror and wait for time to pass. 5 days left until day 100. What kind of ending awaits us then? Day 95, yeah. So true. What the fuck awaits us at day fucking 100?
Troops, it's day 95. The special defense, the curtain will...
Ugh, morning already. I sat upright and barely managed to drag my heavy body out of bed. I should head to the cafeteria. Gotta make sure everyone's okay. Who's missing? That's not good. When I got to the cafeteria, Hiruko was eating alone. Oh, morning, Hiruko. Have you seen Tsubasa and Nozomi? Yeah, just now. Everybody's okay this morning. That's good. Can't let my guard down, but at least I can rest easy for a minute. Feeling like I could eat a leisurely breakfast in peace, I approached the Ration-O-Matic, but... something I want to eat. It's feeling again. I'm hungry, but nothing appeals to me.
Oh?
What's the matter? Oh, nothing big. I'm hungry, but I can't find anything I want to eat. I'm sure it'll go away in time. I'll just have a protein shake or something.
Oh?
Takumi, I want you to go somewhere with me. Huh? Right now? Hiruko gave a small nod. Follow me. If you trust me, that is. Sure. What's up? Why are we here? Hiruko brought me to our friend's resting place, the morgue. Before me were the remains of all the people we'd lost to the killer. This was maybe the last place I wanted to be. Why did Hiruko bring me here?
Oh?
11 people were killed by the killer, including the commander we took prisoner. But there's a clear difference between them. There is? It might be hard to tell, but look closely at their wounds. With that, Hiruko rearranged the bodies one by one.
Oh?
What do you notice about their injuries? Well, they're sliced clean. They're pretty deep because of the power saw. Look here next. Come, take a good look and tell me what you see. Huh? Just like the others, the next body was riddled with wounds that dug deep into flesh. At a glance, they all looked the same, but looking closely, I suddenly realized something was different. Huh? The wounds on this one are messy stabs. Right. The power saw isn't the killer's only weapon. What? These wounds were likely caused by a dagger or something similar. Why would they use different weapons? That's all I can tell you. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself. Hey, Hiruko? With that, Hiruko turned and left the room. What? What does it all mean? Back in my room, I was thinking hard in bed. Something was bothering me. Dagger? I know I've seen something like that somewhere. My gaze wandered in search of an answer until I landed on my desk drawer. Of course, a dagger! I remember, the diary in the drawer. I knew it. The killer in this diary had the same kind of weapon. I thought this diary was a work of fiction, or more accurately, that was what I wanted to believe. But it didn't seem like mere coincidence. Does the killer from this diary exist in real life?
Then who wrote this? And when? How long has the killer been around?
Hiruko must have figured out the truth, but she avoided giving me a straight answer. Is there some reason she feels like she can't talk to me? I don't understand any of this. My head hurts so bad. Day 96. My only thought, the only other thought that I can come up with is that the initial attack against Hiruko, Takumi was lying about seeing someone there and jumping out the window. Like, we probably did jump out the window and had the suit the whole time and was just envisioning that. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. No, because once again, Nozomi saw the killer. Right? Yugamu said that wasn't him. No, that was when Moko was killed, right? No, he did say that. Oh my god, I don't remember now. That was Yugamu. The first one's the most probable. But we were there. God. I don't know. They're gonna reveal it. We're close enough. What time is it? Pardon, I opened my heavy lids to look at the clock. It was just before noon. Right. I spent all day yesterday deep in thought. Must have passed out. Feel like I slept too much, but there's no sense in dwelling on it. I should get ready. I guess that would explain the hunger issues, right? If we're like split personality eating while we're in the killer mode. That's the only thing I could think of, but it doesn't make any sense as to why we have it. I guess the Ato cryptoglobin, but still. I left my room, but all I did was stroll around the school, never coming across anyone. We were all keeping to ourselves, unsure of who the killer could be. Wonder where Hiruko is. Wanted to continue our conversation from yesterday about the killer's weapons. She didn't seem to be in her room. Maybe I'll find her in the cafeteria? I was thinking out loud, walking the halls until... Takumi? Hiruko, you scared me. I was just about to go looking for you.
Oh?
Me? What for? It's about our discussion yesterday. I want you to tell me what it means. I've thought about it, but I just can't get the pieces to come together. You figured it out, right? Fine. Come with me. Okay. Hiruko took me to the classroom where she'd once written that threatening message. Do you remember when Yugamu got the killer's suit and power saw? I'm pretty sure it was the day Moko was killed. Day 43.
Oh?
Right. Moko's wounds came from the power saw, which means Yugamu picked it up after she was killed. In other words, after killing Moko, the killer lost their suit and weapon for whatever reason. But they had the opportunity to get them back. When do you think that could have been? After we caught Yugamu and took the things from him, Gaku said he was going to hide them. The killer threatened Gaku into showing them where the power saw was hidden. The library. And the two of them got into a scuffle, and Gaku was killed. With the stolen power saw. Basically, from day 43 until day 89, the killer didn't have those items on them. The people killed during that time were Takamaru, Kurara, Shoma, Danami, Ima, and Kako. You saw the wounds on their bodies, right? They were all killed with something like a dagger, because the killer didn't have their power saw. None of you noticed. You thought Yugamu was the killer, even though he was just impersonating them. When did you realize this? When we found Takamaru's body. I noticed the wound on his body weren't like Eva and Moko's, but I couldn't say anything. Why not? Because that would mean the real killer and the person we saw in the suit, Yugamu, were two different people. What's the problem with that? They were two different people. If you just told us, we might have been able to save everybody that got killed after Takamaru. Don't you think I know that? But still, I couldn't tell you. Why not? Because if everyone knew there was both a killer and an imposter.
Then it would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer. Then they'd be a potential suspect. So I couldn't say anything.
Day 43 to day 89. Hey, Hiruko! Hiruko looked down, turned on her heel, and ran away. After that, I tried looking for her, but time just ticked away as I searched aimlessly. I couldn't get over what she said. Was she covering for someone? That would mean she was trying to hide the true identity of the killer. But why would she do that? Was she connected to them somehow? Why? I have a bad feeling about this. I'm fucking lost, dude. I have no more theories. I've said all my theories. I've said my pieces. We're just gonna fucking find out. We're in it for the long haul. I thought there's only 20 days, and these are the longest 20 days of my fucking life. The last recording, I blew through fucking like 50 days. I can't even get through 20 within like an hour. It was day 97, and due day was beginning. But there I was, still lying in bed. What are we supposed to do with just the four of us? We still have to fight Veshness. We're anything but united. I haven't seen Nozomi in 2 days. I don't know what I should do anymore. The situation has everyone completely exhausted. We're doing everything we can just to keep sane.
Help me. Hiruko.
I was calling her name without even realizing it. Then, I let my listless body sink further into the bed, and slowly closed my eyes. What the heck? Suddenly woke up to the sound of my door being pounded furiously.
Takumi! Open up, please!
Huh? Nozomi? Her voice sounded desperate. I rushed over to open the door. And there she was, her face pale. What's wrong? What is it? Please, come with me. Huh? Where? Nozomi didn't answer. She just silently walked off. I matched that silence as I walked with her. There's nothing inside of me but dread. But I can't run away. I was brought to the metal shop. Inside I saw...
Tsubasa.
Tsubasa was face down, not breathing, her body covered in cuts. One glance at the profuse quantity of blood was enough to tell me we couldn't bring her back. I found her. The lights had been on in here for a while, so I took a look inside. Hiruko?
Oh?
All I did was find her. That said, I know none of us can prove our alibis. Hey, if the killer really is one of us, why don't we search all of our rooms? We should be able to find the murder weapon that way. Then we'll know who's really doing this. There's no guarantee they're hiding it in their room. Besides, what if the killer is deliberately hiding it in someone else's room? Huh? You mean to frame somebody else? I'm just throwing out suggestions, but it's not impossible. We wouldn't be able to say it was definitive proof in that case. Let's get out of here. Let's get her out of here. Once we were done transporting Tsubasa to the morgue, we immediately went our separate ways. Only 3 of us left. The killer was probably laughing at us. I wonder what they felt when they saw us suffer in despair like this. Day 98. What time is it? I woke up feeling suffocated. My heavy eyelids opened to see that it was already bright outside. Ugh, I hate night sweats. Last night, I'd barely had time to change out of my armor and take a shower before falling asleep exhausted. My clothes were uncomfortable and soaked in sweat. I must have had a rough sleep. Guess I'll take another shower. Grabbing a towel, I stepped into the bathroom. I immediately noticed something unusual. Huh? What? I looked down at the bathroom floor to see a puddle of crimson liquid. Is this blood? Here? How? Where did it come from? Panicked, I looked up at the ceiling, where I saw red droplets dripping out from the gaps in the ventilation panel. My heart leapt furiously the moment I laid eyes on the uncanny sight. What is this? What's in there? I gingerly removed the panel, trying to keep my heart from pounding out of my chest. Huh. Is it really us? It doesn't make sense. I still don't know why. Oh, that's our jacket. The moment I saw what was inside, my throat felt like it was closing up. It was the blood-soaked suit of the killer, and the power saw, and a dagger, and a raincoat I'd never seen before. Oh, okay. No. Why would these be here? Who put these here? And when? Don't tell me. Maybe the killer really did hide their weapons in my room? Just like Hiruko said? I need to tell Hiruko and Nozomi. Tell them? And then what? Would they really believe me? More importantly, if I hide this stuff somewhere else, would that stop any further killings? Right. There are only 2 days left. I could just keep these out of the way. I stuffed them all into a trash bag and put them under my clothes at the back of the closet. Now I just need to get through 2 more days. It has to be us. I don't know why we have a split personality. For a while, I couldn't find the will to do anything. The weapons and suit I found in the bathroom had made me uneasy. I feel like I'm going to go insane if I stay by myself. Standing up on unsteady feet, I left my room. It was already dark out. In a haze, I began to walk without any real destination. Does this have to do with the pop sound we always hear? Supposedly that we're like unplugged? I still think we might be controlled as well. There's too many theories going around that I made. I found myself in the schoolyard. I sat down on a bench in the corner, looking up at the sky. The infinitely extending sky and its glittering stars that once moved me so much. It didn't make me feel anything anymore. I sat there in a daze until suddenly, I sensed someone drawing closer. Hiruko. Hiruko stood before me in silence. Her face, illuminated by the moonlight, looked incredibly calm. I felt like I was being drawn to it.
Hey, Hiruko. Please. Stay by my side. Just for a moment.
Hiruko didn't answer. Instead, she leaned in close. She cradled my head, wrapping it in a gentle warmth. I could smell something familiar. A sweet, mellow aroma. What's the scent? Lavender? I could hear her heart beating. I was comfortable, as if all my anxieties had simply vanished into thin air.
It's okay. Everything will be all right.
Comforted by his sweet voice, my head began to hurt. Intense, uncontrollable emotions were welling up inside of me. This was how I always felt toward Karuha. But this time, it wasn't her making me feel this way. This time.
Hiruko?
For one moment, in this hellish, hopeless existence, I felt happy. All I want to do is bask in this afterglow. We didn't say anything as we huddled together under the night sky. Day 99. At last, it was day 99. It happened before the usual morning announcement. Yep. The intruder alert blared throughout my room. Oh, she's finally here.
Intruder, defend.
I was so composed that I even surprised myself. I don't know what the three of us are going to be able to do, but there's nowhere we can run. We just have to do this. Huh. They're not kidding, huh?
Oh?
I guess this is our final battle. We're all set. Let's get right to it. Wait, before we do, there's something I have to give you. Huh? This is a bioweapon that will boost our strength. It was in the metal shop. Did Tsubasa make this? Yeah. It was her last gift to us. We should be able to do some serious damage to Veshnes with this. We can't waste it. Tsubasa, thank you. We'll make good use of this. Let's go. All that's left to do is whatever we can. I accepted Tsubasa's memento and took a step forward, but truthfully, I felt empty. Even if we beat Veshnes, could we call whatever ending awaits us a happy one? Doubtful. I felt like a robot designed solely to defeat the approaching enemy. Despite the heavy atmosphere hanging over us, we made our way toward our final defensive battle. Yeah, there's no need to do the transformation because we're already in the class armor. So, do we actually do this fight or what? Ooh. 3-person, almost a solo I wanted.
Let's do this!
Been a while since I could just actually fight. So what's the goal? Annihilate all enemies. Can I do that in like one turn? Probably not.
Good to go.
Fuck it, I'll figure something out.
There! Let's go. Yeah! All right.
Time to move. My turn. I'll put this to good use. Time to move. I'll chop you to pieces. Ready whenever. All right here. Time to move. How's this? Broken so soon.
Let's do this. That's it. I've got this. Take that! Ready when you are. Harder!
I'm assuming we're gonna get more reinforcements here to attack with. Or not. Never mind. I thought we would. Well, if we're not going to...
Ready whenever. I'll put this to... Ugh, hardly a challenge.
Not what I was hoping for.
Leave it to me. I'll set it up. Ugh, I'll never surrender.
Huh. I could grind... No, she leaves the field. Never mind. I was going to say I could grind desperation potions if she heals herself every time. But that's not how that works.
I'll do it for all of you.
I owe you.
Sorry.
Yep, bye.
I have to fall back.
That's fine.
My turn.
Yeah, it says during battle,
I can still fight.
so I might be able... This should work in theory, right?
Myself.
Just in case.
Hardly a challenge.
I'll show you how it's done!
Once again, just building up the voltage because why not, right?
Serves you right.
He'll be back next wave. It's fine.
Here we go.
Unyielding, I guess.
Push it.
Once again, there's only 2 of them, so I could only do it so many times.
Let's go.
I guess I could have saved it.
There.
It doesn't matter.
Here we go. Here. My turn.
Oh. Oops.
Let's go.
Oops. That's funny.
Here. Go. Ready when you are.
Well, that's a little unfortunate.
Here we go. Yeah. Ready when you are. There. All right.
Well, this
Here
still
we
works.
Go. Here.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Returning to the front line.
All right, continue, please.
That's...
Bestess was calmly walking towards us as if she owned the place. The moment I saw her, my heart started to race like it had never raced before. It was as if the hemoanima, the cryptoglobin inside of my body, was responding to her as she approached. Then, she stopped right in front of us as we all stood on guard.
Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine.
The what now?
I shall devour all.
What, you mean Christ? God, she's so hot. It's not fair, man.
Wicked invaders! Repent your evil ways before your new god!
I don't think I could do my strategy, can I? I don't think I'll do enough damage. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Say when.
Yeah. Just from the +1. You counter. You do counter, so eventually I'll get the +2.
Let's do this. Time to use
I
it.
appreciate the help.
I may need...
Time to
How much?
move.
10? Ooh, that
My
works
turn.
out in my
Right
favor.
here. Ready whenever.
I'm gonna need the Zomi for sure.
Time to move.
Ooh, if I could get her like right there.
Alright. I'll put this to good use. Time to move.
I might be able to build up with a lot of AP right now. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. So I can only get 3 max if I do it like this. That is super upsetting. I mean, it's the most threatening enemies, so I guess it's fine. So, obviously I don't want a desperation yet. I should build up AP.
Show me your insides! It's up to you now!
Okay. Oh, she's gonna have a lot of,
Whenever you're ready. I've got your back.
Thanks.
Let's go.
I'm just trying to
My
think.
turn.
She does 10. 10 per hit. That's currently 60. That is currently 60.
Let's do this.
Do I hit far enough? I don't think I do to hit those two guys.
I've got this.
The problem is I'll need to spend an AP to, what's it called?
Ready whenever.
Actually, I wouldn't need to spend any AP. That does 9. Okay, I gain AP back. Deal damage. That's fine. How much does that deal? That deals 9. I can just one-shot these guys. Hold on.
Now then, to business. How's this? Oh, I'm
Okay.
satisfied.
That's 7.
Let's go. Here we go.
Did I potion? Yes, because Nozomi has it. I did potion.
Let's do this.
So what, 70? Yeah, then I think I just last resort.
All right. Ready whenever.
Spring trap. I think I just go all out. I think that's what I do. How much do I get from this?
Let's get started.
14%? 14 times, what's 15 times 7? Should be enough, right? Yeah. Close. Right? Am I stupid? 15 times 7? It should be enough. So we'll put me to another 100. I'm thinking if I should do Unyielding Spirit.
Time for battle.
Because that'll give me some extra additional damage, but I don't think I need it per se. And then I can just hopefully ult here and kill that guy for an extra AP. And then Takumi can take care of the rest.
All right. Right here. Time to move.
That's annoying. I was hoping I could hit both. I cannot. Can Takumi do so?
Let's go.
Oh yeah, he'll be able to because of what's it called? Airblade? Because Hiruko will die. Yeah, Hiruko will die, then he'll be able to do so. So we're fine. I just need to make sure that oh no, Hiruko could do it with their last resort. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure Nozomi wasn't getting hit.
Alright. Take this. This is bad. Don't out of my way. Hardly a die.
Oh. That's it? I was about to win.
You're all more bullheaded than I could have imagined. Know your place, wicked invaders.
I was about to win, though. I'm sorry?
How pathetic. Coming back to life after getting killed again and again. But so be it. It would be a disappointment if you died too easily. I will send you to hell again and again until I've had my fill.
Now de-transformed, Veshness looked entirely unbothered, seemingly enjoying toying with us.
Takumi!
Hiruko looked over to me. I knew what she was trying to tell me. We had an ace up our sleeve, and only one opportunity to use it. Veshness was fully convinced the invaders were going to win. This was our chance to turn it around.
Let me savor the sight of your faces as they become contorted in despair.
Think again!
What's that sound?
I activated the device, expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down on Veshness's body. Oh damn, that was instant.
What is this? I cannot move!
It's working!
You wicked invaders!
You lose, Veshness!
You dare kill the great!
Huh. Kind of anticlimactic. That also means we can't absorb her because she's poisoned now, right? Yeah. That was a letdown. This is really how it ends? Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, it doesn't seem real. We'd won our battle against Feshness. We were the victors in this final showdown with the invaders. But I couldn't truly smile. We'd strayed so far from the ending I'd been imagining. We still have 1 day left. Anyway, keep your guard up until the end. We dragged our battle-worn bodies back to the school and parted ways. To the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere, I had so many emotions I hadn't fully processed. To hell with it. There's no salvation in my future. Our 99th day at Last Defense Academy came to a close, and finally, Day 100. How the fuck does this end? The new day had begun. The final day. Day 100. I made it all this way. I didn't feel joy, anger, or sadness. I just accepted reality as it was. When I stepped outside, stars were still shining, a pleasant breeze was blowing. It's hard to believe this place was going to launch a huge missile strike in a few hours. Once the final attack starts, humanity will be the victors in this war. But who cares about that? What about the killer? We never figured out who it was. Because if everyone knew there was both a killer and an imposter,
Then it would ruin the alibis of anyone who said they saw the killer.
wait, does that mean? No, it can't be. Suddenly, a violent pain ripped through my head, so intense it felt like my brain was being split in half. Who's there? An unfamiliar voice echoed in my mind, threatening to consume my very consciousness. What is this? What the hell's going on? Shut up. Stop it. Takumi? What's wrong? Stay back. Run. Away. Nozomi, run. Kill. No, stop. Why can't I stop? My body's rampaging out of control. I'm trying so hard to resist, but I can't do a thing. If I don't do something then.
Somebody help. Don't kill.
Isn't that the same text? I don't want to kill. I only remember fragments of what happened next. Suddenly, I found myself wearing the killer's suit and holding the power saw. That voice from before was endlessly commanding me to kill, and I answered the call. I was on the hunt for Hiruko and Nozomi, and then... Do I have to pick who I kill? Are you serious? Is that what this is right now? I have to pick one of them? That's fucked up. Stop. Stop it. My body turned the power saw on the two girls despite every fiber of my being fighting against it.
No! Stay back!
Zombie was trembling with fear and shock, on the verge of tears. I tried so hard to put distance between us, but my body did the exact opposite. Please, you have to run away from me. He'll get us both if we don't do something. We need to split up. Right.
Kill. I'll kill you.
Yup, I have to pick one. You've got to be kidding me. Nope, I'm not gonna move. Nope, I'm not moving. Fuck you, game. What if I don't move at all? Let them get away. Nope, I'm not gonna move. You're not making me. I'll wait. No, thank you. They got away. That's all that matters. Phew! And the day is saved. I don't know how long I should wait for. Nope, let them get away. Give me whatever fail state you got for me, game. I'm not doing it. Nope. Nope. No, thank you. I'm gonna give it like another... my recording's almost at 2 hours. Hold. Okay, my recording says it's at 2 hours. I'll give it another 10 seconds. I don't think I have a choice to not do anything. If that is the case, I know what my choice is for this route. So, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, this game's fucked up. Oh my god, this game's fucked. I press the direction, they're reversed. The controls are reversed. Thank god I noticed immediately. They probably did that on purpose. They're like, oh, you wanted to make a certain choice? And I'm sure as soon as you cross the threshold, you make that choice. Oh boy, controls are reversed. Well, that means you know what I'm picking. I made my choice. I'm sorry. They're still reversed, by the way. This is so fucked. This is so fucked. I'm so sorry, but I made my choice.
You did this, Takumi. You lied to us and killed everybody. Why? I believed in you.
I don't know why. No, don't kill her. Get away from Nozomi. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I lost all control over it.
No, don't do it!
Please, no. Don't kill her. No. Jesus Christ. I vividly felt the sensation of the power saw cutting into Nozomi's body. I killed her. I stood rooted to the spot in a daze, covered in my victim's blood. Suddenly, a forceful impact connected with the back of my head, and I fell to the ground. I could see a wrench on the ground. In my haze, I realized it had been thrown at me. Who could have? No. I already knew. There was only one survivor left.
Hiruko.
Where am I?
I woke up struggling to breathe, discovering my body had been restrained with rope. The one route we get to somewhat have some kind of relationship with Hiruko, and it's a bad one. Fuck this, dude. So you're finally awake. Hiruko. And you seem to be yourself again. For now. I think that explains the whole frog-eating tendency she probably knew for a while, or at least had an idea. Come to think of it, I can move my body of my own volition again. What was that back there? Do you know what's happening to me, Hiruko? The missiles will be fired soon. I'll explain everything before then. All of it. Who the killer is and everything they've done.
Does this mean the killer is...
It's you. You're the one who destroyed Sirei. And you're the one who killed all 13 of our friends.
What are you talking about? That's not...
Oh.
I know you weren't aware. Your conscience is clean. But 13 people still died at your hands, even if you weren't aware of it. I did this? No, that can't be right. I first noticed something was strange with you on day 16. Day 16? That's the day you were attacked by the killer in the biolab, right? Yes, but the one who cornered me in the lab, it was you, Takumi. No way. I didn't do that. I believe it was around 11 p.m. I couldn't sleep, so I was walking around the school by myself. I saw you in the hallway on the second floor. Me? The night of day 16?
Oh.
You had a kitchen knife in your right hand. Something was off about your eyes and the way you were breathing. So I ran. But you chased me with a horrific look on your face. It was clear you were trying to kill me.
Oh.
I ran into the biolab, but you caught up with me right away. We got into a struggle. You kicked me and sent me flying. I hit the back of my head and collapsed.
Huh.
I was barely conscious, unable to move, and there was someone in front of me.
Hey!
The killer was about to attack you. I was trying to help. I'm afraid not. You're misremembering. Misremembering?
Oh.
You're the one who attacked me, Takumi. I'm certain of it. Then someone in a black suit came to save me. What are you talking about? They attacked you and you lost consciousness, but you came to almost right away. You threw yourself at the person in the suit. The two of you broke through the window and hurtled toward the ground. I assume you remember what happened after that. She's right. I remember. I was grappling with that person in front of the wall of fire. Just in the nick of time, I kicked their leg as hard as I could. I took the power saw and ran after them. Then I lost them.
Oh.
The events of that day marked the moment I began to suspect you. There weren't any casualties at the time, so I couldn't be sure. But I had to consider the possibility you'd become host to a what? A Gie? A host? Gie? What are you even talking about? I doubt you remember, but the Gie are a parasitic organism we discovered in another timeline. It's a terrifying organism that gradually eats away at the host's body and eventually takes it over completely. What? But I had no proof you'd become infected, so I kept quiet.
Oh.
Eventually, though, we had our first casualty on day 25. That's when my suspicions grew stronger. So, while you were asleep, I ran a scan on your brain. When did you... You know what? Forget it. What did you find? There wasn't a Gie inside. I thought I must have been wrong.
Oh.
But on day 43, Moko was killed, and once again, I had a bad feeling. You being infected was the only explanation I could think of, so I checked your brain again. The second time, I still didn't find any Gie. Not only that, but Nozomi said that she ran away from the killer with you. Reluctantly, I decided to put aside my suspicions for the moment. So that's why you were suddenly avoiding me and would sometimes seem like you had something to say. But when Kanata died on day 64, I started to suspect you again. Did you check my brain again?
Oh.
Yes, very closely. And I learned something horrifying. Even though there was no actual Gie in your brain, the Gie's data was eroding it. What? Huh? My hypothesis is that you were infected with a Gie in another timeline. After that, you died as its host, and then your consciousness went back in time to day 2. When that happened, the Gie data in your brain went back to the past with you. The data went with me? It appears my hypothesis was correct in the end. You killed Nozomi right in front of me after all. Time travel can't send physical matter back in time. The Gie itself is no longer physically existed in your brain, but its cognitive data still remained. Stop it. Do you honestly expect me to believe any of this? Does that mean you killed Nozomi of your own free will? And the other 12? Huh. You didn't know it was happening. The Gie awakens, your own consciousness vanishes. So it's like some kind of split personality? Must have happened this way because you're only infected with GA data. If the entire organism was in you, your brain and body would have fallen under its control immediately. Once you knew I was infected, what did you do then? Naturally, I wanted to do something about it, but I didn't know how to cure you. I considered blowing your brains out and putting you in the Revive-O-Matic, but... Your head already got smashed on day 43. Right. I remember Nozomi telling me that happened.
Oh.
But the murder still didn't stop. I knew destroying your brain was futile. The revival system must have perfectly recreated the brain data stored in its database. I went to the library to do some research and try to find another way to cure you. That's when I found out about a certain drug. A drug? It was possible that injecting you with it would remove the GA data from your brain. So around dawn on day 67, I snuck into your room and administered the drug as you were sleeping. Is that why I didn't wake up for 3 days? Yes. The side effects of the drug I injected you with caused you to fall ill. I thought I'd finally restored your brain to normal. In order to be sure, I examined your brain again the day after you woke up, day 71. But... the GA data was still there. What? I failed. The drug didn't work. Why? Why can't I get you out of Takumi? You latched onto him and killed our friends. How long do you plan to toy with us?
Go to hell already, you filthy insect!
Huh.
Well done, Hiruko. You figured it out.
Gi,
Okay.
you finally showed yourself.
Would you like to hear what this filthy insect was up to while in control of Takumi? Only if you don't mind me sawing off your head with this power saw. You're too foolish to kill this man. The first one was Ava, the prisoner. I killed her on day 25. Takumi took the power saw he stole from the visitor out of the metal shop. Visitor? After breaking down the door to the cage, I sliced her to ribbons. When I was done, I threw the power saw into the wall of fire to hide it, but Takumi immediately found it and recovered it. I had no idea he was watching. And who is he exactly? The boy covered in flames. He was so confused and scared whenever he saw me controlling Takumi. But enough about that. You and your little friends discovered the suit and helmet as well, correct? Shoma found them in the boy's bathroom. They definitely belonged to the person who came to save me in the biolab, didn't they? Yes. I believe the visitor was pursued by Takumi and forced to abandon them to move around faster. At any rate, you put them in the locker in the metal shop, and Takumi set the combination, right? Only he knew the combination. Or so you all thought. Takumi himself included. But you were looking too. That's why you knew how to open the locker. Precisely. The second person I killed was Moko Mojito on day 43. When Moko, Nozomi, and Takumi were looking around the school at night, Takumi and Nozomi split up to look for Moko after she got separated from them. It was raining heavily when Takumi went outside, so he ended up completely soaked. I awakened around that time. I took over and made for the metal shop. I took the suit, helmet, and power saw from the locker, then sought after my prey. I found Moko in the classroom on the first floor and killed her. She resisted, but not even she was a match for my power saw. But I was caught in the act by Nozomi, who managed to evade me. I gave chase, figuring I could kill her while I was at it, and wound up at the leisure lounge. Just when I almost had her, I was tackled and fell into the pool. Nozomi used that opening to get away. A little more and I would have had her. I took off the suit and helmet, abandoned them along with the power saw so I could get out. Of course, so that's why Yugamu found them in the pool. I returned to the school soaking wet, and that's where my memory ends. Takumi must have assumed he was wet from the rain, so he didn't realize what had actually happened. Indeed. After that, Takumi heard a scream, went running, and reunited with Nozomi. In a panic, Nozomi told him about Moko's murder, and the two of them went to the classroom on the first floor, the scene of the crime. Takumi had no idea her death was at his own hands. The rest is exactly as Yugamu told you. He recovered the power saw and suit I'd abandoned and chased you around. A hedonistic pervert if I've ever seen one. After he took your gear, you changed weapons, didn't you? Starting with my third victim, Takamaru. I believe it was early on day 51. I awoke once again and obtained a replacement suit and weapon from the metal shop. A raincoat and a dagger. I took them, snuck into Takamaru's room, and turned him into a bloody mess. You should have seen the look on his face when he woke up to being sliced open with a dagger. Once I killed Takamaru, I washed my hands there and returned to Takumi's room like normal. Then, I hid the dagger and the raincoat behind the ceiling panel in the bathroom and went back to sleep. What about your fourth victim, Kurata? She was murdered at dawn on day 64. Yes, the day Yugamu chased her and Takumi while dressed as the killer. Takumi was cornered in the front of the defense room on the 3rd floor, with Yugamu holding the power saw over his head. Just then, I woke up and Takumi lost consciousness. Satisfied after seeing the look of terror on Takumi's face, Yugamu turned and left. He was a real degenerate, that one.
Oh.
Just get on with it. You used Takumi's body to kill Kurata, right? Precisely. I took out the hidden dagger and raincoat and hunted down Kurata, who was hiding in the training room. She didn't even have enough time to cry or scream before I mercilessly sliced her to ribbons. I finished the deed and returned the raincoat and dagger to their hiding spot. Then, back at the defense room door, I once again fell into a deep sleep. So that's why Takumi believed he'd been passed out there the whole time. My fifth was Shoma, who I killed on day 77. I simply killed him when I woke up again. Nothing worth talking about. Let me ask you one thing. Did you set the fire in the gym on day 80? My timed incendiary device worked out nicely, didn't it?
No.
I knew you were behind it. When was it? Day 78. When Takumi went with Iman, Kako, and Danami to the metal shop. Around 2 p.m., I woke up and simply pretended to be Takumi. All of you were sleeping together in the gym, and I'd been just waiting for my chance. I came up with a plan to secretly build a timed incendiary device to plant there. Of course, I came up with a cover story so the other three wouldn't suspect me, and worked on it by myself. But I struggled with the work. I couldn't finish the device that day. I had no choice but to continue into the next day, still pretending to be Takumi. I finally finished the device at 2 in the afternoon, 24 hours after I started. So you're saying Takumi's consciousness didn't return for over 24 hours? Yes, we didn't trade places at all during that time. I worked in a group with the twins and Danami the next day, day 79 as well. I hid the completed timed incendiary device with me, pretended to go to the bathroom, and headed for the gym. I planted the device in the vaulting box. Then went to find the rest of you. We were all in a panic over seeing the killer. Obviously, the person in the suit wasn't me that time. Then it was this visitor you alluded to before. It doesn't really matter. I'd achieved what I set out to do, and went ahead with my original plan. I returned to the metal shop at 2:30 p.m. Nobody was there because of all the commotion over the killer. About an hour later, Takumi was awake again. Then Ima, Kako, and Danami came back. Takumi? What are you doing here? Takumi underwent mitosis? Stop talking about me like I'm some kind of amoeba. I've been here the whole time. I doubt it. We just saw you going up the stairs.
Huh.
While you were gone, there was a huge commotion because the killer showed up again. We tried to catch them, but they got away. Everybody's still searching as we speak. We literally just talked to you. You don't remember? You told us we were in danger because the killer was around again, but then you went off on your own. It's only natural that Takumi was confused. He never have imagined he spent the last 25 hours and 30 minutes unconscious. As planned, I activated the incendiary device I'd planted on the evening of day 80. You all scattered and ran, and Takumi ended up with Danami. Yugamu pretended to be the killer again and chased them. Then they got separated. Takumi acted as a decoy and managed to get away from Yugamu, but unfortunately for him, I awoke once again. And so your sixth victim was Danami. I got the raincoat and the dagger from my room and hunted down Danami in the leisure lounge. I tore her apart and then threw what was left of her in the pool. That girl, she seemed to enjoy it. She was a real strange one. Enough commentary. What about numbers 7 and 8, Ima and Kako? Oh, that's simple. Takumi was working with them on day 83. Once they left the metal shop, my consciousness awoke. As usual, I got the raincoat and dagger out of my room and attacked them in the biolab. Right. Come to think of it, the two of them seemed to be suspicious of Takumi as well. They were trying to catch him, but it was too little, too late. Once it was done, I hid the raincoat and dagger in my room again and went back to the metal shop like nothing had happened. Takumi's consciousness came back straight away. Naturally, he wasn't any the wiser about what had happened. As you're aware, the ninth person I killed was Gaku. Day 89, after Yugamu got caught, you agreed that Gaku would take the suit and power saw to hide them somewhere. When I woke up on the night of day 90, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to get them back and kill Gaku while I was at it. I got the raincoat and dagger as always and visited his room. I threatened him with the dagger and demanded he show me where the suit and power saw were hidden. He led me to the library. They were hidden behind the bookshelf. Finally, I had my equipment back. Just when I was about to take them, Gaku suddenly tried to resist. I dropped my dagger on the floor during the struggle. When it was over, I had the power saw. I relentlessly sliced him up with it, making sure to hit every last vital spot. Once I was sure he was dead, I immediately went back to Takumi's room. I hid everything in the bathroom ceiling and went to sleep. After that, I was able to use the power saw for my kills again. I'm aware you used it on your 10th victim, Yugamu. Your reasoning skills are impressive, Hiruko. You're the most brilliant imbecile of them all. The night of day 92, I woke up, put on the suit, grabbed the power saw, and went after Yugamu. Power saw made short work of the door to the room he was being held in. I listened to his bones snap as they were torn apart by the spinning blades. I checked that he was fully dead, returned to my room, careful not to be seen. Once again, I hid everything in the bathroom and went to sleep. Then came number 11, Kyoshika, who I killed on day 94 after a little bit of extra legwork. You put the slow-acting sleep medicine in the water cooler the day before. You figured that out? If you were my host, I could kill so many more people. After the defensive battle on day 93, I took over and slipped the meds into the water supply. I maintained control right through until nightfall. Then I broke down Kyoshika's door and killed her as she slept. Of course, the rest of you slept soundly until morning thanks to the drugs. Number 12, Tsubasa. Hardly bears mentioning. On day 97, I woke up in Takumi's room and grabbed the power saw as usual. I set my sights on Tsubasa as she worked alone in the metal shop and ended her life. Despite the circumstances, she kept on tinkering with her little project. She was practically begging for it, and I was happy to oblige. You don't need me to explain the 13th victim, Nozomi. So, are there any other questions?
Huh?
Why did you kill everyone on different days? I'd have thought you were more than capable of taking us all out at once.
I couldn't predict when I'd wake up. It came in episodes, so I was forced to adapt to whatever the circumstances were whenever I woke up. Which meant having to kill you one by one. Besides, if Takumi were to wake up while I was doing my work, I'd be in trouble. I was just doing what it seemed like I'd be able to do while I still had control.
So it wasn't intentional.
Well, there was plenty of enjoyment to be had as a murderer. Such as figuring out who to kill, when to do it, and how. Plus, there was Takumi's utter despair watching you get picked off, one by one, without ever realizing the truth. Not to mention, the way you suffered for Takumi as you started to notice me. I wish I could enjoy it all over again. It would have been a waste to massacre all of you at once, clearly.
I have one last thing to ask. It's about day 16 in the biolab, when you almost killed me.
Oh.
That mysterious person in the suit who suddenly showed up.
Oh.
The one who kicked you away and saved me. Who was that exactly? You mean the visitor? Surely that finely tuned intuition of yours has already worked it out. Don't tell me. I don't know who it is.
Takumi, are you back?
Hiruko, why didn't you tell me?
I mean, if everyone knew, they would have killed you. That's why I couldn't say anything. I couldn't let that happen.
But you didn't even tell me.
The result would have been the same. The guilt would have driven you to take your own life. Trust me. I know what kind of person you are. The final attack is starting soon. When the missiles launch, all life on the surface will end, including us. If we don't get into the escape pod.
Hiruko, I have one final request. Get on the escape pod without me.
Takumi.
My brain's been eroded by Gi data, right? If nobody knows how to remove it, there's no point in me surviving. So, please.
I know. If that's what you want. But don't worry. I'm not going to leave you. I'll stay by your side until the end.
Don't tell me you mean to. Are you crazy? Just get in the pod without me.
I can't. It's too late. The final attack starts in 2 seconds.
Hiruko, please don't cry anymore. If we get to meet again, I promise, next time. Oh, we actually see this happen. We haven't seen this cutscene. I don't know who the visitor was. Is it Ato, the time traveling Ato? I don't know who it was. Is it really another Takumi that saved her? I don't know. That was like, clearly she loved us for like another timeline, but I don't. There's so much I'm missing. I'm just missing so much in that. 72 slasher route. Goodbye kiss. That's the slasher route? That's what it's called? Huh. I went through that entire route to its true end without fucking up once. That's actually crazy that now I know what it's called. So, one thing I did know, and this wasn't my fault, this is YouTube being stupid with recommendations. I did see a picture of a CG of the slasher route because people put spoilers in their fucking titles and thumbnails, which is why I don't do that. I purposely put my videos the way they are. So they'll put spoilers in it, and I saw a slasher route, and I saw a picture of Nozomi holding someone, I think with a knife, and I didn't know what it meant. I just saw Nozomi with the knife, so that's what kind of the reason why I expected Nozomi to be it. However, now that I know this is the slasher route, that's probably just what happens if you go after Hiruko. Damn, that's a fucked ending. Technically, Nozomi's dead in this route. She's not really alive. You shouldn't put that there, but... Well... Fuck. So this is... I hate that the Hiruko route is the most depressing one. Why? She clearly... there has to be a better romance route for her. Clearly, it was implied that in another timeline, and then the visitor, who I still don't know, I can only assume it's a different Takumi. Whatever. I don't know anymore. What the fuck is Gi? Yeah. And once again, the controls are reversed here. I'm sorry, Hiruko, but I have to get all that digs. I hate it so much. I hate this so much. I somehow got the true ending of this route, though, without any mistakes. I still feel a little proud about that. I don't know how I feel about that, though, being the slasher route specifically. But hey, I did it. So I'm assuming these are all just a bunch of quick dead ends. So hopefully I'll finish this route immediately. If I can. I would like to finish it within this recording. God, I hate this route. Nothing in this route is explained proper. Like, sure, it's us, but what the fuck is Gi? Huh? What is that Deus Ex Machina bullshit?
Uh-huh.
No. Don't kill her. Get away from Hiruko. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I lost all control. You're not talking to me, are you? When did you get into his butt? Stop. Stop. Get away from her. No. Yeah, that's where it's implied that she knows. So you made the bad choice. All of it are bad choices, but I did it perfectly somehow. Hiruko, my love. I stared blankly at the devastation in front of me. Hiruko's blood felt warm running down my body. I killed her. Suddenly, forceful impact connected with the back of my head, and I fell to the ground. I could see a fire extinguisher in front of me. In my haze, I realized it had been thrown at me.
Takumi.
I managed to look up and saw Nozomi looking down on me, holding the power saw.
How could you? How could you? I believed you, Takumi!
No, that's not it, Nozomi. It was against my will. Try as I did to scream, no words came out. All I could do was look up at her.
You killed everybody! You tricked us this whole time!
No, you have to listen to me, Nozomi.
Everybody's dead! Because of you! Because of you!
I didn't do it.
I felt blood streaming out of the wounds opened up by the power saw. Where did I go wrong? Somebody, tell me. Hiruko. Yeah. Slasher route, revenge. Oh, here we go, ending collecting. Making me real fucking sad. Oh, that's the mystery route. I still want to know who the visitor is. I still have no fucking clue, man. Oh, who will you spend time with? How does this go poorly? That's my question. We're supposed to spend time with Hiruko. So do we just kill Nozomi here? Since we know it's like Gi now, whatever the fuck? I don't get it. Something like that. Well, I did everything right, so I can't feel bad, I guess. I mean, I still do, but... Ugh. Trout sucks, man. I need the true ending. Killing Ito? Bad move, I guess. So... Right now, I want to keep talking to Nozomi. Sorry, Hiruko. I'll go to the cafeteria after I'm done here. Okay, I'll tell you. I don't think you'll believe me. But that's fine. Will you hear me out? Of course. Oh, but maybe we should go somewhere else? Yeah, you're right. Everybody's asleep. Why don't we take a walk outside? Sounds good to me. We need to be quiet so we don't wake them up. A million words ran through my head as I made my way up the stairs with Nozomi. I don't even broach the topic of Kadoa Kashimiya. Would she believe me if I told her that the two of them were the same person? I hope the sky's clear tonight. Do you think they could see us from the satellite if we waved? Nozomi was walking beside me, smiling innocently while I was agonizing. There's no sense in trying to dress up what I want to say. Even if she won't believe me, I should just lay it all out. I just made up my mind when... Hey, did you hear something just now? Huh? Someone here? I quickly looked around, but the midnight hall was pitch black and silent. Sorry. Must be imagining things. Let's hurry. Yes. Excuse me. I had a bad feeling about all this, so I tried to speed up, but the very next moment... That's Yugamu, as we now know. Eek! Nozomi, run! This way! Oh, we actually run. Huh. Hey, man. Hey, Yugamu, what's up? Actually, since we know this is Yugamu, right? What happens?
Not like this.
Okay, fine. I wasn't sure if it'd be, you know, a fake death because it's Yugamu, right? Can't catch me. So stupid every time. I wonder how they spawn. What happens if I just sit there? Do they show up the stairs? Yugamu, stop it. Damn it. You didn't listen to me. Oh, we're still going? Oh. It's no good. At this rate, they're gonna catch us both.
Yeah!
Zombie, let's split up. I'll try to lead the killer away. Takumi, you can't do that. We don't have time to argue. Just go. Alright, but be careful. Okay, bye. What happens if I go that way? The zombie fled this way. I have to run in another direction. What if I just sit here? Gee, it sure is boring around here. Yeah, they spawn once you turn the corner. You can't get me. You can't get me. Uh-oh. He can get me. He can get me. Get away from me, Yugamu. You're not allowed to catch me. I managed to stay one step ahead so far, but now the killer had me cornered. It couldn't get any worse than this. There's nowhere left to run. I'll have to make my stand here. Ready to attack. I reach for my infuser, but my vision blurred as my body went flying down the stairs. The impact caused my head to slam against the wall, and I started to black out. I'm fading fast. Gotta keep my eyes open. I managed to refocus my vision, just in time to see the power saw coming down at me. This feels familiar. Wasn't sure why, but despite my many encounters with the killer, I hadn't been killed yet. So I'm sure things will work out this time. Somehow. Oh, it didn't. Huh. Interesting that we have a CG for it, though. Huh. What's your problem, Yugamu? Wait, what? Wait, what? How long had it been since then? I lost all sense of the passage of time. I still couldn't believe that the boy laid out in front of me was dead.
Why? Why you too, Takumi?
No matter how much I questioned him, he didn't answer.
He's really dead.
We'd separated while we were running from the killer late last night. I went looking for Takumi later. When I found him on the landing of the staircase, he was unrecognizable.
Takumi. No. No.
What? So then who killed us?
No!
I never should have invited him out. If I hadn't, he might still be alive. I'm sorry, Takumi.
I'm sorry. Takumi. I'm so sorry.
I cried nonstop over his cold, dead body. My tears had dried by the time the others came looking for us. But when night fell again, so did my tears. Exhausted from crying, I eventually fell asleep. Wait, what? Oh my god, this is a whole ass route? No way, this is a whole ass route. I thought we were gonna be done.
Be ready to.
Oh my god. What? Did it transfer to her? The Gi, whatever? But then who killed us? If not Yugamu? Did he not say he chased us that day? I don't know anymore. There's too much happening. Huh? I must have fallen asleep. When I woke up, I discovered myself curled up in bed, still wearing my clothes. My eyes were swollen and sore from crying all day yesterday. If I keep crying like this, everyone's going to worry about me. I need to pull myself together. I'll wash my face and then go to the cafeteria. I need to talk about what happened. Are we really playing as Kanawa for the rest of the days? Are you serious? How mad is Hiruko at us? Tanabe's alive, that's right. And the twins. Shoma's there too, I guess. When I arrived at the cafeteria, everyone was already there eating breakfast.
Huh.
Oh, Lady Nozomi. Are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm fine now. Thanks for asking, Kyoshka. Are you interested in sampling my dear sister's special du jour? How do you think that you say that? I don't know French. It'll perk you right up. It's an energy-boosting parfait made of liver, fermented soybeans, grated yams, and topped with chocolate-covered bananas. Fresh out of the kitchen. I appreciate the thought, but I'll just have something light this morning. I got some fruit and yogurt and sat at the table with everybody. Can we talk about the killer yet? I want to hear about it so bad that I woke up this morning absolutely miserable. Gotta be, really? No, it's fine. I came planning to talk about it. If you feel like you're ready, Nozomi. Actually, it seems you weren't the only ones who saw the killer that night. Really? Who else saw them? Mistress Hiruko and Shoma, apparently. No fair. I want to see the killer too. Oh, my nose. I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, but when I stepped out into the hall, I heard someone running. It was dark, so I couldn't really see, but they were wearing all black and holding a power saw. Yes, and after that, Sir Shoma came to get the rest of us. I was off on my own at the time. I saw the killer in the hall by the cafeteria. I went after them, but they lost me. And while I was looking, I heard you scream, Nozomi. Everyone came running to where you were, but Takumi, he was already... I tried to explain in as much detail as possible what happened to us that night. Since we got separated, I wasn't sure what Takumi's final moments were like. I had no idea where the killer ran off to either. Dang, nobody even saw where the killer went? That's the most important part. There's nothing that we can do. We didn't even find any clues. Takumi's cause of death was blood loss due to his wounds from the power saw. Is that correct, Ugamu? Huh? Oh, yeah. I believe the murder weapon is exactly what everyone reported they saw. Are we going to die too? How do we fight against this killer? The killer is human, but inhuman. No matter how many times I'll kill them, they won't stay dead. None of it makes any sense. But what the heck, man? You're freaking me out. Oh, just a little quote from somebody somewhere.
Oh!
Anyway, it's dangerous for us to be alone. We should probably travel in groups from now on. Yeah, I think that'd be for the best. Let's make sure we're keeping a close eye on each other at all times. Yeah, she's probably pissed now that Takumi died. We swore we would stick together to avoid further casualties. But the reality that awaited us was all too cruel. Oh, here's the quick dead end. So who did it then? Takumi's dead! The killer took their time attacking us, almost as if they were mocking us. Those of us still alive huddled together, overwhelmed by despair. And soon, we had reached day 98 in a cold, empty world. Hiruko's dead, though. Day 98. Who's left? Tsubasa, us, and... No, Moko's already dead by that point. Report card. Nope, not report card. Chapter select. Kyoshika, us, Tsubasa, and Shoma. What time is it now? I looked at a nearby clock to see it was already past 1 in the morning. Another sleepless night. I haven't been getting any sleep lately. When I think about the killer appearing out of nowhere, and then my friends getting murdered one by one, I feel like I'm losing my mind. The only ones left now are Tsubasa, Shoma, Kyoshika, and me.
Please, someone help us.
Huh? What is it? My heart did a somersault when my doorbell suddenly rang. Who could be here this late at night? Opening the door might be dangerous. I mulled over whether I should go to the door or not when... Hey, Nozomi? Are you awake? Do you mind letting me in? That voice. Tsubasa? I slowly, warily opened the door, stating there was... Tsubasa, alone and anxious looking. What's the matter? Did something happen? Sorry, I know it's late. It's just... I'm scared to be alone. Can I sleep with you? What do I do? Do I let her in? We'd all been keeping to ourselves lately. The series of murders had us beginning to suspect even our friends. But I didn't get the sense that Tsubasa was acting suspiciously, and I was so lonely that I just wanted to be around someone for a change. Yeah, of course. I couldn't sleep either. Yay. Thank you. I'll be coming in then. Oh, I brought some snacks. Want to share? This is just like a sleepover. Let's chat until we get tired. We spread the snacks across the bed and started to talk about random things. Our favorite candy stores at the TRC, our horoscopes, our favorite TV shows, places we wanted to visit. We were so engrossed in our conversation, I was able to forget my constant stress and anxiety for a while. When was the last time I laughed like this? Before I knew it, it had gotten quite late. Wow, look at the time. Should we get some sleep soon? Yeah, since you're here, I feel like I might finally get some decent sleep. Me too. I've been so scared every night because of the killer. Let's do this again tomorrow. I matched Tsubasa's innocent grin and nodded in agreement. I'll make the bed, so you can use the bathroom first. What was that sound? Huh? Wasn't that you? No, I didn't do anything. What? Suddenly, we heard the sound of someone rattling the doorknob. Someone's here. Maybe one of the others got too scared to sleep too. Let's wait and see. It's locked, so we should be fine. We huddled together, holding our breath and silently staring at the door. Are they gone? After a brief silence, we held our hands to our hearts, relieved the eerie sound was gone. Maybe we should check just in case. It could have been some kind of emergency. Tsubasa approached the door, but just then... I hear the power saw. Are they trying to break the door down? It's the killer. They're coming for us. There's only one way to escape. The window. I was gonna ask. That's the window? I thought that was just like a... I guess if it's a curtain, there would be a window behind it. I never thought about it. Like, there had to be, because they always mention daylight and night, right? They always mention that, oh, it's nighttime, it's daytime, without ever leaving their rooms. I guess that makes sense. Tsubasa, this way. We need to run. Right. We escaped through the window and ran straight for the inside of the school. But we need to hide somewhere. Quick. Barely avoiding tripping over our own feet, we frantically rushed down the stairs. Just as we were looking for a place to hide. Hey, buddy. I don't know who you are at this point, then. Yugamu's dead, and Takumi's also dead, so I don't know who you could possibly be. Eek! Suddenly, they were behind us. The killer, power saw at the ready. No, this can't be happening. Zomi, run. Alright. You can't catch us. You can't catch us. What is this route, dude? Oh god, they are there. Oh Christ. I thought they spawned after I turned. Relentlessly pursued by the killer, we fled into the metal shop. Let's hide in here. We hid in the darkness, stifled our breath, and curled up into little balls. I could feel Tsubasa's body trembling. My heart felt like it was about to burst. We jumped at the sound of footsteps coming down the hall. Please, please, just go past us. I prayed desperately as I clung to Tsubasa. I held my breath, hoping we wouldn't make any noise that would give us away. Just then... No, they found us. The killer spotted us and stood with their power saw at the ready. No, stay back. We quickly tried to put some distance between us, but there was nowhere to run. I need to keep Tsubasa safe. I was just about to stand up to protect her when... I'll hold them off. Run, Nozomi. Tsubasa? Tsubasa suddenly grabbed the hammer from the workbench and lunged at the figure in the black suit. The killer hesitated for a moment, then easily dodged her attack. Tsubasa, get back. I'll help. There's no way I'm going to leave her here alone. I need to fight with her. In a panic, I grabbed something that seemed like it could work as a weapon, then faced the killer. But before I could even get ready to strike... Huh. My vision was instantly soaked in red. The scene in front of me left me unable to speak. Tsubasa collapsed, slashed by the power saw. Blood gushed out of her as I watched helplessly. With a horrible gurgle, a large quantity of blood spewed from Tsubasa's mouth. Huh? For some reason, the killer lowered their power saw and left without sparing me so much as a glance. What's happening? Should they come for me next? More importantly...
Tsubasa, hold on! I'll get you to the Revive-O-Matic right away!
I hurried to lift up her body, but...
Me... Stay... alive...
Tsubasa! Tsubasa! No!
The life drained out of Tsubasa's face, and I felt her body slowly go limp. I managed to carry her blood-soaked body to the Revive-O-Matic, but it was too late. There was no bringing her back. Time passed, and night fell on day 98. I explained to the others how Tsubasa had been killed right after it happened. The atmosphere was somber, all of us struggling to find the words to say. But it was possible the killer might show up even as we sat here in silence. I lifted my head with resolve. I want us to just assume the killer isn't one of us for a minute. Because we need to discuss the things we still don't understand about them. Right. Why does the killer methodically kill one person at a time, even if the others are present? Or there are others present? Yeah, that's what happened with me and Tsubasa. Ima and Kako are the only exceptions. The killer could have easily have killed me, but they only went after Tsubasa. Nanami once said that the killer enjoys the thrill. Maybe they're doing it for fun. Is it possible they're an invader? There's no comprehending their logic. If they were, I think the school's defense system would have set off the alarm. And even if they managed to get past it somehow, wouldn't an invader be more inclined to kill us all off at once? I doubt the killer is an invader, but that just brings us right back to our first question. Who's doing this? We're the only three left. We can't exactly split up to go looking for clues. That reminds me, I picked this up in the hallway earlier. Is that the organic life detection device? Tsubasa must have dropped it while we were running from the killer. I see. I suppose this makes it a memento now. The number it showed us used to be so large. Feeling fearful, I took it from Kyoshika and flipped the switch. But then... What? Huh? I was expecting 4. 5? Hold up. What? Wait, okay, no, that makes sense. They haven't found the invader. They did not find the invader that's hidden. That makes 4. That's fine. We understand that now. So, the number on the display was 5. Well, what does it mean, 5? It counts the killer in hiding, so it should be the survivors plus 1, right? There's 3 of us and 1 killer, which means anything but 4 doesn't make sense. Since we'd have to say another person here. Maybe it's broken. Or maybe someone came back to life? Perchance. Let's go see. We immediately headed for the morgue and counted the bodies of everyone stored there. But no matter how many times we recounted, it was clear no one had come back. We even ran a test on the organic life detection device and made sure it wasn't broken. But then, what could be happening here? Time marched on, indifferent to our growing confusion. Day 99. What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? The intruder alert began blaring just as the sun was rising on day 99. There's no telling how long the 3 of us would be able to hold out, but I hadn't forgotten Tsubasa's last words.
So, me stay alive.
Even if I end up as the only one left, I have to fight until the very end. I balled my hand into a tight fist and stepped into the war room. Am I really doing this with these 3? Kyoshika's fine. Kyoshika and Nozomi are actually fine. Shoma's the only one I don't really need. Now that I think about it. Well, I already did the fight in the other route, so I don't think I have to do it here. It's time for the final battle. It's ridiculous that a walking dumpster fire like me survived this long, but I'll fight as best as I can until the bitter end. I've long since made up my mind as well. Let's go, Holy Jumanji Sword. I have not a shred of regret in this life of mine. Wait, before we do this, there's something I have to show you. I pulled out something I'd prepared beforehand. That thing. What's that? It's a bioweapon for fighting commanders. Tsubasa and I worked on it together. Tsubasa had approached me for help before Takumi was killed. I think maybe it all started when Yugabu told us about the commander's DNA cells. The chaos caused by the killer delayed our progress, but we got our trump card ready in time for the final showdown. We should be able to do some serious damage to Veshnes with this. We can't waste it. Lady Nozomi, we owe you and Lady Tsubasa. We shall graciously accept your kindness. Let's go. Time to show those invaders what we're made of. Oh, I guess she doesn't stab herself, so that makes sense. But she does have this. This doesn't make sense, though. It's just artificial. Oh, and no scream. Because it's Takumi scream. Wait, is it distorted? It's not. Wait. No, it is. Okay. It is still distorted. So I wonder if that means it's still one of us? This is a wild route. This is still a whole thing. I wonder how much more we learned then. I don't think I have to do it though, because like I said, I already did this fight. So I can just skip, right? Yeah, perfect.
That's...
Hey, no dialogue on it.
Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power.
Oh yeah, we got that. Yep, we know that already. I doubt this will be new, so I can skip this. Sure. She just summons her goons.
Bow down.
On it, boss. Annihilate enemy boss. I already did. Very easily. This probably only have like, what, 4 characters? 5? Yep, that's the same. And then she de-transforms.
How? But so be it.
Yeah, that's the same. Toying with us, that's the same. Yep. Yep.
Let me say.
Not on my watch!
What's that sound?
That's the face. Yep, that's all the same.
It worked! The poison worked!
Lady Nozomi! Now is the time to finish her!
No need, Kyoshika. With that much poison in her system, she's...
Yeah, that's the same. I was wondering if like Nozomi's inner monologue or inner dialogue, I guess, would be different because it's Nozomi, so she probably has like a different way of speaking. We did it. We beat the invaders. Still having trouble believing it. I was surprised Veshness went down in such a disappointing manner. All that's left is to go to the artificial satellite tomorrow, and everything will finally be over, right? Yeah, we saved all of the people up there. That being said, we couldn't truly celebrate. Between the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere, we had a lot of complex emotions weighing us down. Even still, we just have to get through one more day. According to what Takumi told us, on day 100, tomorrow, there will be a final assault launched for the school. We need to stay alive for the sake of humanity. We need to get away from the killer. Yeah, I'm very fucking confused. How is this gonna pan out? I'm surprised we even got this much out of it and not just a straight up dead end. Finally, we made it to the morning of day 100. Soaking up the light from the sun high up in the blue skies, I quietly looked out across the school grounds. We needed to get down to the schoolyard as soon as possible to check on the escape pod if nothing else. Is everyone with us? They're still here. Where the fuck are they? What? Where's the killer? Takumi said that the missiles would be launched on day 100, but things seem the same as ever. No sign of any missiles. Oh wait, everybody, over there. I pointed to the top of the school building. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof.
Are those turrets? Are the missiles charged with undying flames going to come out of those?
Yeah. When the school shifts into attack mode and fires the missiles, all of the invaders will be killed.
They look so sinister. By the way, where's that escape pod he mentioned? It was just then that an announcement rang out all around us.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
Oh, look, there.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Huh. It's just like Sir Takumi said. There really is a way for us to escape. If we get on that thing, we'll be saved. Suddenly, the faces of all of the friends we lost flashed through my mind. Sorry for leaving you behind. We'll take all of your hopes and dreams with us. Okay, let's leave this planet and head for the artificial satellite. Onward, we carry the hopes and dreams of humanity with us. The very second we started walking toward the escape pod. You serious? The killer was suddenly right in front of us, their power saw roaring. You're kidding? Right now? Your time has come. Villainous killer, I will punish you for your crimes. Wait, they're headed for the escape pod. Please, no. Unconcerned with us, the killer began to hack and saw at the escape pod, tearing it apart. What? We must stop them. No, Kyoshka, if you get too close, you'll be killed. But the escape pod... It's already too late. The pod can't launch like that. At this rate, when the missiles launch, we'll... No. Are we destined to die here like the others? We have no way to stop the missiles, and the killer will probably get us first anyway. In that case... Everybody, over here. Lady Nozomi? Run, quickly. We're gonna go on the bus. The school bus. Don't tell me we're going to use this to escape. If it's between this or being murdered, I'll take my chances. All right, let's get away as far as possible. I am Kyoshka Magadori, the swordswoman who never says die. I'll struggle until my last breath. The decision made, we boarded the bus. I sat in the driver's seat, started the engine, and firmly gripped the steering wheel. I slammed on the gas as we cut through the schoolyard at a ferocious speed.
I'm taking us through the wall of fire! Verily, if we cross the wall, the killer won't be able to follow us!
Not true.
Eek! Nozomi! They're right in front of us!
Hold on tight, you two.
Hit him. Without hesitating, I floored it. Hit him! Yeah! There was a violent impact and the killer went flying. The school bus kept moving through the schoolyard at a breakneck speed.
Did we get them?
Yes! There's no way the killer came away from that unscathed.
True! It only works against hemoanima. Regular attacks will still do damage. In theory.
Wait!
Are they on the roof?
Sound?
Suddenly, there was a dull sound from the roof on the bus. The next moment, you're joking. They got hit by a bus and landed on top? Huh?
They punched through the roof?
The killer was mere feet away, in the back of the bus, power saw in hand. What do I do? The wall of fire is right in front of us. If I hit the brakes now, we'll get caught in the missile launch. But if I don't stop, the killer will get us instead. What should I do? Wait, is this a choice? Oh my, we make a choice as the Nozomi? What? Oh my god, are you serious? No, what now, huh? Stand and fight, run into the wall. Fuck it, we're hitting the wall. Die, motherfucker. We'll hit the wall. Forehead. I don't know what's happening anymore. We got the choices as the Nozomi now. I can't stop here, which means I'm just going to have to take a chance. I pressed down harder on the gas. The engine growled as the bus sped up. The bus raced ahead, barreling toward the wall of fire. There was a concrete barrier in the way, but I did let up on the gas.
Nozomi! What are you doing?
Get down and hold on tight, guys!
I pressed the pedal down as far as it would go. The concrete barrier came closer and closer until...
We're going to hit it!
Correct, we're going to launch him into it. The bus slammed head-on into the barrier, violently rocking the vehicle and bringing us to a sudden stop. The momentum was enough to launch the killer forward, and then... Yep. The killer flew through the windshield. It was thrown toward the undying flames. Yep. With horrible cries of agony, the killer burned to death in the flames without us ever knowing who they really were. Get fucked. After abandoning the now destroyed bus, we wandered around the outside the wall of fire. We had no destination. We were just trying to get somewhere far away. I wonder how much longer until the missiles launch. I have no clue. It could be in a minute. It could be in an hour. What I do know is that if we give up now, we don't stand a chance.
Truly, it's game over if we resign ourselves now.
That's right. Maybe there's some kind of bomb shelter or something around.
Let's go. Even if the missiles launch in 1 minute, moving is better than doing nothing.
Yeah, we're together until the end, guys.
We just kept on walking forward. There's no telling what would happen, but even so, there was nowhere to return to, so I never looked back. Huh. The fuck, dude? What is happening? Slasher route, the three of us. Bro, what is happening? I'm so lost. Okay, now we have to decide to fight, which is not gonna end well. I still want to know who the I don't get it. Because Takumi was the killer, sure. But then who is this guy? Is this the visitor? Because apparently the visitor helped Hiruko. But apparently they're killing everyone else? I don't get it. I'm so lost. Bro, this game is amazing. Play this game, I'm telling you. I'm only, not even 20 rounds, I'm almost at 20 endings. But still, play this fucking game, dude. Well, stand up and fight, I guess. Maybe we'll find out who it is at the end, like while we're like bleeding out. Yeah, apparently it's not my future, it's other people's futures. We all time travel, I guess. I have to stop the killer. I immediately slammed the fire extinguisher button that stood up from my seat.
Yeah!
I tackled the killer with all my might.
Lady Nozomi! Run, please!
No! Nozomi!
The two of us were flung off the bus and into the schoolyard, our bodies still entangled. Sharp pain ran through it as we hit the ground. Still, I managed to muster the strength to get up. I saw the school bus on the horizon, passing through the wall of fire. Thank goodness. Kyoshika and Shoma managed to get out safely for now. Now if they could just find somewhere to take refuge, far away from here. Did the killer faint? Maybe they hit their head when they were thrown from the bus. They were laid out flat on the ground. Grab the power saw and throw it away. Grab the power saw, put it somewhere. Put it somewhere, throw it in the fire for all I care. Do not let them keep them in their hands. Their power saw had fallen out of their hand and landed somewhere far. Thank God. Woo!
This is the person who killed everyone.
I fearfully stretched out my hands and placed them on the murderer's helmet. Who are you? Why did you do this to us? Wait, they might still have a knife. We're gonna get stabbed. Wait, they still have a knife on them. Desperately trying to stop my hands from shaking, I slowly pulled off the strange headgear.
No way!
Yep. As soon as I tried to speak, I felt a violent, piercing pain jolt through my side. Oh, glass. Figured it'd be a knife. I've been stabbed? My side burned like it was on fire. I felt blood trickling out of me. As my vision began to dim, I locked eyes with the killer as he stared down at me.
Why?
I pathetically croaked out the question, but all I got in return was silence. He didn't say a word, simply looking down at me with a look I've never seen on anyone's face before. Why? 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 I couldn't form the words to ask the question any longer. Suddenly, I stopped feeling pain. I stopped feeling anything. I was starting to fade. Please, let Kyoshika and Shoma survive. Somehow. I felt my tears spill down my cheeks as my consciousness faded into a deep, endless darkness. You gotta be kidding that they're not gonna show us. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? I hate this game. I hate these fucking writers, dude. I hate them so much. Slasher route, it was you. Is it supposed to imply that it's Takumi? He literally died. They even counted the bodies. He literally died. Oh my god, I hate this fucking game, dude. It has to be someone who's also a time traveler. That's the mystery route lock. Okay. Well, I guess I keep going back and keep finding the other decision points. What else is there? Oh, to jump out of the window to dodge the attack. I don't like that it's up instead of down. Okay, well, this is Yugamu, so... Supposedly it's Yugamu, right? No, this isn't Yugamu. I don't remember anymore. Who fucking cares? I'll look it up later. Not like online, but in my video. I'll go back. I don't fucking know, man. I just want to get all endings at this point. This game's pissing me off, and it's also just really good. But it's fucking pissing me off right now. Dodge. So, if I remember correctly, it is Yugamu. Because they mentioned from like days whatever to like day 70 something, it was Yugamu in there. What day is it right now? We don't know. So I'm assuming we're gonna dodge, but Yugamu isn't trying to actually hurt us, so he's gonna move it out the way, and then we dodge into it. We have to dodge this attack first.
Nozomi, stand back!
Takumi!
I sealed myself and braced to face the killer. Going up against the Power Saw barehanded meant the odds were against me, but I still had to try. Yeah, it's day 43. This was Moko, right? Because we killed Moko, so this has to be Yugamu. I punched the killer in the face with a tightly clenched fist. The killer recoiled for a moment, but quickly recovered and swung the Power Saw at me. Watch out, Takumi! I evaded the attack at the very last minute. Power Saw struck the wall, the momentum taking a deep cut in it. Making a deep cut in it. Stay down! I immediately struck back, but with the Power Saw in the way of my punches. But with the Power Saw in the way, my punches couldn't land properly. Damn it! After some tussling against the killer, I found myself backed against the window. I refused to go without a fight and decided to try a final suicide attack. I faced the killer, fully prepared to die with my next move. However... The killer took advantage of that brief moment of hesitation to kick me violently in the stomach. I was forced to my knees by the intense pain, holding my stomach. Takumi! Stay back, Nozomi! I tried to get to my feet and stop Nozomi from coming closer. But the killer was faster, swinging the Power Saw in my direction before I could do anything.
No!
Is this the end?
What?
The final impact never came. I glanced at the killer and saw that they had stopped just short of slicing off my head.
You! Why?
I wanted to ask why they had stopped, but just then...
Get away from Takumi!
Nozomi? Nozomi slipped around behind the killer's back without either of us noticing. The next moment, she kicked the killer with all of her might. Out the window? Yep. The killer was sent crashing through the window and tumbled outside. The Power Saw spun through the rainy night air and slowly fell. Soon after, we heard the dull and eerie sound of it striking something soft and tearing right through it. So Yugamu's dead. We immediately ran to where the killer had fallen, where a shocking sight awaited us. Huh. The squashed and motionless body of the killer lay mired in a pool of their own gushing blood. Our Saw was deeply embedded in their upper body.
The engine stopped. Probably because it went right through the body and got stuck in the ground.
Is the killer dead?
I don't know, but... by the looks of it...
I cautiously reached out for the killer's helmet and pulled it off. It was a familiar face that greeted us beneath the mask.
Yugamu?
He was already dead, but his eyes were still wide open. Having lost this much blood, it was unlikely we'd be able to bring him back.
Yugamu? But why? Why did he kill Moko?
He did it. We know this. As Nozomi broke down next to me, I kept on staring at Yugamu's remains in astonishment. Shock and confusion had paralyzed my mind. I could only register my body becoming heavier and heavier as my clothes soaked up the falling rain. The others had woken up from the commotion and arrived at the scene, only to be confronted by the grisly sight of Moko and Yugamu's dead bodies. No one knew what to think. Barely managed to explain what had happened. We split up to carry the bodies to the morgue and decided to call it a day there and then. So how does this become a bad ending immediately? Unless it doesn't. Maybe this is a long route. And I might need to put this on another recording. Ow, my head hurts. I woke up with a sluggish body and a pounding headache. I'd gone to sleep cold all over from being soaked in the rain. It hadn't done me any good. Don't want to do anything today. The only images in my mind were of the murdered Moko and the killer's true identity. My mind was faring worse than my body.
I just don't want to think.
I pulled the blanket over my head and completely shut down. Praying hard that everything would turn out to be a bad dream, I spent the whole day curled up in bed. That was how the curtain fell on my 43rd day at Last Defense Academy. So is this a whole route, or is this just a bad end? I don't know anymore. Because apparently we can do things with Nozomi.
Get preppy, ready to...
Already morning. Sighed deeply after being woken up by the usual morning announcement. Was it a dream? The events of the night before replayed in my mind vividly. My body had recovered because I slept through the whole of yesterday, but my mind remained in a daze.
Huh?
I should go show my face at the cafeteria at least. Can't read. I got up from bed and started getting ready to go see the others. Are they all dead? No. Oh my god, Konato's alive. That's right. Takumi, how are you feeling?
Huh?
Sorry. I was really down yesterday, but I'm strong enough to move around now. Oh, that's right. Takamato's here. Oh my god, it's been so long. That's all fine and dandy, but it feels like none of us got much sleep last night, huh? Well, duh. How can we just get over the fact that Yugamu killed Moko? Gaku! Oh, I mean... The shock is real. The killer was Mr. Omakage all along, huh? Tsubasa, what's the current life sign total? Let's see. It says 13. That's 2 less after losing Moko and Yugamu, so it seems to be working correctly. You should always patch out early bugs before you get review bombed. What does it matter? Nothing can bring Moko back now. Konato's words made my chest tighten. I knew how everyone felt. Of course, for them, this was the first time one of our friends had died.
Huh?
You might not believe me, but none of this happened in my future.
I was so determined to save everyone this time. But I couldn't protect Moko. I'm sorry.
Stop trying to shoulder everything yourself. You'll just become a sitting duck for the enemy. Indeed. Let us instead honor Lady Moko's memory by defeating those dastardly invaders. So saith the Holy Jumanji Sword.
Oh!
That's right, Mr. Sumino. Your time-traveling hijinks don't even come into play here. We should probably put the matter of whether we believe Takumi is or not aside for the sake of unity. You guys. You see? Let's not wasting your energy on sad vibes and start figuring out how to keep us alive, you pathetic peon. Right. I'm feeling better now. I'll be fine to fight too. I'm going to see Moko. I need to say my proper goodbyes. Then I'll go with you. I haven't done that yet myself. In that case, I shall accompany you as well. I was a little surprised that Konato was being so nice. She was probably worried about us in her own way. After all, Nozomi's virtue will be in danger if I let a deviant like you go anywhere near her. I can already see it. You were thinking you'd pretend to comfort her and just casually brush your hand across her private parts, weren't you? Scratch that. I didn't even have the strength to rebut her ridiculous accusations anymore. That was how Nozomi, Konato, and I ended up heading to the morgue together. The air in the morgue was chilly. There were 4 bodies laid out there. Eito, Eva, Moko, and Yugamu. Each body had been covered with a sheet, so we couldn't tell at a glance who was who. When we were confirming the number, did we confirm the identities? Moko, thank you for everything. After mumbling that, Nozomi put her hands together and offered a silent prayer. I put my hands together for Moko as well. When I opened my eyes, I inadvertently met Nozomi's gaze. What do you suppose Yugamu was thinking? Did he really hate us that much?
Huh?
I don't know. And now, we'll never be able to ask. Yugamu's twisted nature had been clear as day ever since our first meeting at Second to the Last Defense Academy. Perhaps his perversion simply kept escalating to the point where he killed Moko. That carnal beast. There's still a lot about what Yugamu did that doesn't make sense to me. but he was a professional killer with an impulse to kill. Maybe that's why he killed Ava and attacked Hiruko and Takumi. Save your brain cells. You saw with your own eyes the killer was Yugamu. Are you doubting that now? Sorry. You're right. It's over. Well then, if we're quite done here, we should leave before the deviant starts getting any ideas. Can you stop pushing that characterization onto me? Yugamu's motives and actions were still a mystery to us. There are so many questions left unanswered. But we tacitly agreed not to pursue the matter and to just move on. Day 45. If we get free time at any point, that means this route is going to keep going, isn't it? Day 46? Question mark? Uh-oh.
Get preppy, ready to...
Morning again. Time for another day of activity. First things first, to the cafeteria. We ate our breakfast that morning like any other day. Nobody brought up Yugamu, and the mood remained calm throughout.
Huh?
Okay, what should I do today? Thought about my plans for the day while walking down the hallway.
Huh?
Is that Tatami and Gaku? That's an unusual pair. Hey, they're gonna be okay, right? I don't know, man. At least Alpha 1's doing alright. They were talking between just the two of them, but something seemed off. Hey, what are you guys up to? Whoa! Oh, it's only you, Takumi. Couldn't you have just said hi like a normal person? I think I was being pretty normal. Anyway, we're not up to anything. Okay, all good? Bye. Oh. Okay. They hastily left the scene without explaining anything. Huh, that's really weird. Not that it matters, I guess. Nothing much else happened after that. Day 46 drew to an uneventful close. Day 47. I don't know. If we get free time, I'd be very concerned. I was hoping this would be a short, and it is not.
Up and get ready!
Oh yeah, I remember this thing.
Prepare to
Ah, yes, that's right. What the? That wasn't normal. Now it's gonna bug out. Feel so hazy. Hiruko, yep. Yeah. This is all the same. It's Hiruko. But you're so safe. What do you mean safe? Plug your ears, yeah. This is the same as the other route from the, I think the previous video I went through this. Yeah, we're under attack. They use frequencies for illusions. Anyway, everyone else, go get them. There's the alarm.
Intruder alert.
Okay, let's go. Ow! Don't need to see that. Slasher route is very long. Don't need to do this. We're down Yugamu. I can skip, thank God. Don't need to see this, that's fine. Yeah, we skipped the battle. Oh yeah, the time commander comes up. Are back, yeah.
to battle.
Yes. I'm just trying to hit a good endpoint at this point. I don't know when I can stop the recording. Oh, that's right. I get 2 for this. I forgot. And we also experienced that Takumi can die and not be a part of the timeline, so I can't really just give it all to him anymore, as much as I would want to. Hiruko.
All right, let me do it.
I mean, I use Takumi and Hiruko the most. You can't skip this right now. You cannot skip this.
Exquisite.
Huh. So we get one more right after. At least we should. And once again, there's the, I guess, exploit, not so much a glitch, where you could just keep redoing this and gain a bunch of commander kills. Takumi.
Hi!
Sure. You gained a lot of voltage anyway, so this helps.
This is so crazy!
Oh, Takumi. I forgot how great you were when you're not, like, being dead for so long. Slasher Hour was really long with a lot of people dead, so it's just like you miss out on a lot of characters. For how long it's been, right? So. We freaking won, that's right. Broke boy voice, yep. This is all the same. Yeah, this is Hiruko's future. She technically knew. Uh-huh. She also can't be suspicious of us now because we revealed it was Yugamu. She probably still is because it's Hiruko, but I'm more curious now on how that relationship progresses. We're also skipping more days than normal, I think. I don't fucking remember. For me, it's been like a week, I think, in real life. So I genuinely don't remember what happened too well, especially now this is diverging. Today, as always, I'd keep doing whatever I could. I couldn't afford to sit around and be idle. Yeah, here's free time, so... Damn, this is a route and a half, huh? Well, since I'm here, I will be ending the video soon, but let me, see what materials I have for upgrading. Especially now that I'm aware that I can lose Takumi. Clearly. Ooh, I don't have a lot of, rocks. Unfortunate. However, I can max them out. There we go. Fully upgraded. Along with Hiruko. Cool, cool. Kyoshiko's also maxed. That's good. As much as I would like Ava to be maxed, she's not around often enough for it to matter. Surprisingly, Tsubasa survives a lot. She survived on her own route, and in the killing route, she survived one of the longest. She was one of the characters who lived the longest. So it's pretty interesting how long she survives, and currently, all the routes I found. Obviously Nozomi lives for a while because it's Nozomi. Damn, I already have Kyoshika maxed. Do I level up at this point? Probably Kako, if I had to guess. She's... Ooh, that's... Yeah, so best if I raise up her levels. That's fine. Spirit Rain's good. Cool. Do I care about this? Sure. Might as well, right? No reason not to. No, I don't have enough, that's fine. What does Nozomi use? The same thing, huh? That's a little annoying. Preferably someone who uses plants and cloth. And Yugamu's dead. Cool. Moko does, but even then, I don't like using her too much. She uses just rocks, not good. I guess Takamaru, right? I'm gonna run out of BP first, but that's fine. Sure, this one. Almost like, yeah, about to run out of BP. Yep. I figured. Cool, 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 cool. It's a little Nozomi. Oh no, I don't have the BP. I see that's the problem. Anyone? Shoma, who I don't use, so it doesn't matter. Cool, no one. Oh, that's funny. All right, and then for the sake of the video starting up next time, I'll put myself back in the room. Yay! So there you go, YouTube. This game's insane. I don't know how I see, that's how I should have known, because this one went up instead of down, because the other down route is the one where you go with Nozomi, or where you play as her, right? Yeah, with who you spend time with. That's insane. I still wish you could zoom out more and see like all the timelines, but whatever, I guess. What is this? Why is there a lock here? Am I about to make a choice soon, or is that always how it is? Doesn't matter. Save the game again just to make sure. I thought I would hit 20. I did not, but I would like to get some sleep. And I started this early, so thank God. I will be able to do so. This game's crazy. This game's fucking great, dude. This slasher route is like the killing game route. Everything was just like dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, and that was like the real true route I've like completed. Because that makes me wonder for the best friend route. How far does that go? Because I hit an ending, but I don't think that was the true ending for it. So it might have been just one of the dead ends. So who knows? But YouTube, we're back. This game's fucking amazing. See you in the next one. But until then, goodbye.